Yeah, in Persona, part of playing Persona is a bunch of teenagers yelling Persona every time you use a move.
Oh, God,
Shut up,
how do
they're
you
great
deal with
games.
this?
I mean, it's the same question as like, how do I like anime? I don't. Yeah, I was playing Tales of Arise, right? And I don't know if you've seen any of that, any of you, but like, throughout the fights you have with random creatures and everything, they're like having the little dumb conversations back and forth while also yelling the names of their moves. And I was like I was watching this. I was like, how do you deal with this? And it's like, I kind of just like anime.
Spinning crane kick.
Yeah, pretty
Wah!
much it's like beating crane kick, and then it's like, oh man, I'm so hungry, and someone's like, focus on the fight, Law, and it's like beating crane kick.
I can't believe how many episodes of that fucking superhero high school anime I made myself watch before I couldn't take it anymore.
I don't know why you did this.
Which
I also still
one?
cannot load into the game, Christina. What are you doing?
I don't know, man.
Drew, are you in?
Nope.
I did it because I usually don't like anime, and I was like, okay, everybody says this is great. Like, a bunch of people that I know, they're like, oh my god, it's anime, so I checked it out. And then I was disappointed and sad, and, like, actively revolted sometimes.
Nick, you're too clever and charming to enjoy anime.
It can't be true, because I really like Cowboy Bebop. Like, that's really
Cowboy
good.
Bebop's not even.
And everybody fucking loves Cowboy Bebop, and I like
Cowboy
Samurai
Bebop
Champloo,
is
too.
like, Cowboy Bebop is like what HBO programming wishes it was. It has transcended anime.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop's very good.
Like, if you were to show like a normie an anime and you showed them Bebop, like they would be so upset that you misrepresented the genre to them. They'd be like, "Wow, I really like this anime thing," and then you'd pop
Right,
on,
that's
like,
I am that
Inuyasha.
normie. I am that normie.
I am the normie.
Yeah, you can pretty
because
much
I was
watch
like
Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop, and that's
I
it.
somehow got the greatest hits of anime. I also really loved Ghost in the Shell. I thought Ghost in the Shell was fucking awesome.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is you like the short golden age of anime in like the 90s, and then like once anime went full isekai, you were done.
Rob, if you're having trouble logging in, try logging out of your Forge account and then re-log back in and then try and hop in.
How do I log out of my Forge account? Do I just need to like try to go back to the page? And
then... Yeah, you just go to the website and.
Okay.
Holy shit. You can buy a life-sized version of Bubo the Owl from the OG Clash of the Titans. I think that's a thing you can purchase and put in your house.
What?
What
house? Who would buy that?
I would buy that. I was raised on the OG Clash of the Titans. Like all the old Ray Harryhausen movies, like fucking Sinbad the Sailor, Clash of the Titans. For some reason, I saw that was like the only fantasy I could get as a kid. We didn't have special effects in the 80s, all right? We didn't have them.
How old are you, Nick?
I'm pretty old.
Okay.
I was born in 78. So when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9, there was nothing. There was Conan, there was Red Sonja, there was Beastmaster, Lady Hawk.
Back out, by the way.
There was lots of men in bikinis with oil and lots of women in bikinis with oil. It was truly a golden age.
I gotta say that this had a significant effect on my burgeoning sexuality.
I like to use the word burgeoning there, to be honest.
It's a good word.
It's a good word.
A good word, but it's usually don't you usually use burgeoning when you're talking about like pregnant women?
No. In fact,
you can.
No,
I wouldn't, but you can.
I would not either.
No, that's
literally have never heard that before in my life.
I've actually literally only ever heard it in the context of sexuality.
What?
So I used it ironically.
Yeah, burgeoning is a very it's a word.
It's an underused word, apparently. Okay, Chrissy, I'm sorry, like this is like literally I've tried logging out, I've tried posting it upside down.
I see wait, hold on. So sometimes I see you pop up in the game, it just looks like you haven't completely loaded into the map yet.
See.
So I'll let you why don't you try hopping into the game again? I'll let you know when I see your player pop up, and then we'll just wait it out for like a minute. Okay, so I do see you pop up in my player list, but you are not on the map. So I would wait it out for about 30 to 45 seconds.
I just waited it out until it finally loaded.
Yeah, don't touch it.
You got to load all 450,000 terabytes of map data that Christina has loaded onto the poor Forge servers.
I did.
Imagine you're trying to pick up that GIF that I posted about her maps.
She has so many pictures of sexy elf boys saved
50 gigs
in her Forge file, like so many. Just however much you think she has, like quadruple that number.
And I have more.
Flix alone is at least a gig of that.
True. Where?
Don't sell yourself short. You're at least 2 gigs, Flix.
No, thanks.
I don't know what's going on, and I hate it. Whatever this conversation is.
I think I may have complimented Flix's endowment. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Well, and no one really knows, but I'm going to go with it.
It's open to interpretation.
I'm going to choose the worst possible interpretation.
That's really like a Kenny specialty. Let him have it.
That is true. That is true. Step on anybody's toes here.
That's Kenny's whole brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kenny, I'm still just waiting for this to load, by the way. Neverwinter had kobolds, and I had to murder them all, and they were yelling about stuff, and I was like, oh, it's just Kenny. There's just hordes of Kennys.
Yeah, keep waiting, because everybody else got in, Rob. I would just wait.
Yeah. Okay.
It might just be a
I miss
slow
Kenny
thing.
too, but like I hate kobolds generally speaking. So like seeing a bunch of them, I just had like my Anakin moment.
What? So you're not down for Kobold Adventure one shot?
I mean, I'm down as long as I get to kill other kobolds.
No.
Well, go on.
The kobold.
Well, okay, but like you will be a kobold, right? So I could just kill you.
But you'd also be a kobold. This would
But
probably be counterproductive.
I would be a self-hating kobold.
There's actually a whole little miniature, I think it's a 1-page game, where the entire premise is that you are all kobolds desperately trying to keep your little kobold community alive. I forget what it's called, but it's awesome.
That's too close to capitalism.
It's desperately sad, actually, like, because you're stuck between the other monsters and adventurers, and your kobolds.
Yeah,
you don't get experience for listening to dramatic music. I'm sorry.
I want some kind of compensation for this.
Oh my god! Okay. Fuck you! You get no compensation. Eat my ass. God, that's
Can we get some?
To say.
No currency.
Did that give you flashbacks?
Area Bear is ready to complete this JRPG. Let's fucking go!
All right, I saw a short bow hit. All right, excellent. Wow.
How dare you delete my short bow?
Meanwhile, in Arctis, I hear everything. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Today, previously on Arctis, you had a lovely banquet with the ascended Lucaris Winterheart, and it went quite well, with food and drink in abundance. With Lucaris tired of the formalities on his last night in Arctis, he suggested a quick bout in the Borealis Tavern sauna to unwind and speak outside the radius of prying eyes and ears. You had a lot of attentive kobolds keeping an eye on the room, keeping the stones hot and the wine flowing, and Eris got totally smashed. Lucaris told the party about his duty as a knight protecting young Eris Lunesti and smuggling him out of Polaris in order to keep him safe from the vampiric houses that were interested in hunting him down. And before Eris passed out, Eris was lamenting that his house's artifacts were all stolen as a part of the vampiric coup. And he had started the Thieves Guild in Borealis to have a new start, and to gather a talented band of rogues to eventually get his treasured possessions back. But his hangover will wait for no one, and the sun began to rise on the day of the Ascension. All of Borealis seemed to be in attendance to watch Lucaris ascend into the massive portal that hovered within the sacred grove. The two attendants from the central ruling house of Arctis, Pico Glacierside and Princess Luminaria Arctis, were there to share words with the assembled and to bring some formality and gravitas to this holy event. As Lucaris began to walk towards the portal, something began to happen. The lights of the portal began to turn a deep crimson. The crowd grew nervous. Without warning, something came out of the portal, shocking even the Princess of Arctis herself. Borgrek Titanshield stepped from the portal, a monstrous, towering warrior of a man shield in one hand, two-handed axe wielded very casually in the other. Noticing some battle was on the horizon, someone cast invisibility, I believe it was Rain, on Lucaris. So
Nope.
he is current. Well, who was it? Who made
Flix.
this man invisible? Oh, it was Flix?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So he is currently invisible. However, he is also radiating a bolstering aura, which we will discuss in just a moment. I'm going to unpause the game here real quick. How are you all reacting? At least, what is going through your head now as you see Forgrek stepping out of the portal, as opposed to Lucaris entering it?
Some internal chant of I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it.
Rain?
I think he's an agent of the space squid.
Okay, the space squid. Great. Alright, Akashima?
Akashiba is thinking overwhelmingly that he has to help his friends.
Good. Good.
What a square.
It's a JRPG, leave me alone. Did we just all randomly go silent at once?
No, I did. For
Okay.
a moment. Sorry, I just needed a second.
Okay.
One of the last things you heard before we ended last session was Princess Luminaria yelling at Forgrek. No, Forgrek, you'll doom us all, and chiding him for casually just stepping out of the portal. Tico goes to her side and pulls her away to the edge, drawing his sword and readying his shield. Forgrek turns and still looks at Lucaris squarely, squinting even a little bit, as if he is mildly annoyed with the invisibility placed upon him, and he laughs a deep, billowing, echoey laugh. You think your parlor tricks will work on me, Lucaris? Think again. I've come to end the reign of the Ascended, and we will start with you! All right. One moment, please. Akashima, Flix, Rain. Boy, I hope my voice mod is off. Boy, I hope that worked, actually. Did you guys hear me in a deep voice, or did you hear me in just...
We heard you in normal Christina voice.
No! It didn't work. Okay.
But like an angry Christina voice.
Yeah, you were like, rah.
Rah!
Angry, regular, angry Christina voice.
Hold on, let me check one thing. My voice modulator! Why are you not working? Ed. One sec, actually.
I hope that your voice comes out as Chris Pratt.
I hope I'm Chris Pratt, too. It's really all I've, ever wanted.
Dance off, bro!
I don't want to be angry. One second.
Now I really, while Christina's doing this, I really just desperately want an entire D&D campaign with everyone using a Chris Pratt voice modulator.
What if we all just played characters that were supposed to be just different characters that Chris Pratt has voiced?
Dude, I'm totally down. I'll play Star-Lord. What else was he in, though?
He was the Lego movie. He was the normal dude in the Lego movie.
Okay.
He's
He
going to
did
be
a bunch of
Mario.
stuff.
He is going to be Mario, yes. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
don't
still
sound
sound
like
like
Christina.
Christina.
Do I
You don't
sound
sound
okay?
at all like Chris Pratt.
Oh man. Okay. Well, prepare to die, mortals.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't.
There,
I
it
think it's
works.
achieving the effect that you're going for.
Oh no! What did it sound like?
I mean, it's
it was supposed to
deep,
be low.
but
It sounded like Tim Curry from Legend,
yeah, it's
which maybe that was the effect you were going for.
Is it too deep for you? Are you not entertained?
I'm
you know what?
I'm just
I
imagining
will
you
say-
in very, very high heels and large wigs.
I will say
Oh,
that
man.
like I enjoy it, but in like a campy way.
Yeah,
Like,
it is extremely campy.
Like the same way that I would watch like the original Day of the Dead. That's kind of the same vibe I get from it.
Excellent. All right, roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh, that's a fine initiative you rolled there. Gosh,
I will not be helping my friends today because they'll all be dead by the time.
That-
that is
That's
accurate.
yeah, that sounds actually pretty
Was there a
accurate.
Actually.
scream in that like voice track?
I don't know, there might have.
That was weird.
Flicks, due to the proximity of Lucaris to you, you actually get a bonus on your initiative score.
Oh, fancy. By how much?
I'm gonna change it to 27.
Ooh.
Damn.
I approve of this. Can I just keep him around me all the time?
Can you just share some initiative?
Yeah, of course. Top of the round, round 1. Flicks. What are you doing? As Lucaris draws his sword and shield and readies up against Forgruk, who seems to be looking at him with disdain.
What a waste of a spell slot. I'm going to grab the Pippin's Piping Hot Pepper that I have in my pouch, and I'm going to squeeze it in my fist, and I'm going to fly by and throw the juice into Forgruk's eyes.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Make a an unarmed melee attack.
So it'd be like I'm kind of tossing.
This is
so that
this
would
is
be dex
improvised.
based, right?
This is improvised weapon rules.
Sure, but it would be dex based, right?
Yeah. We'll do dex space. Yeah.
So what would
A
that
chili
be?
pepper would definitely be an improvised weapon. So
Sweet.
you would just roll to attack with your proficiency bonus.
Or without my proficiency bonus?
Sorry, without your proficiency bonus, but with your dex modifier.
Okay, so I'll just roll dex then, right?
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
But Lucaris is adjacent, so that means I get advantage, correct?
He is not adjacent.
Oh. All right. Do I get advantage because it's a super cool idea?
No, unfortunately. The flyby weapon to the face.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be good enough.
Forgruk, with the juice kind of hitting him on the face, he rubs it away into the crook of his arm and spits some of it on the ground. What is this?
Oh, I thought that you might come to your senses and realize that you're doing something fucking stupid, Forgruk.
Pitiful Fae. Flix, do you have move left?
I have a bonus action move if I want to. I don't really want to be next to this dude, so but on the other hand, I don't want him. Where is Lucaris relative to me? Because I cast invisibility on him. I don't think I can see him anymore. Right?
He is right here.
Like even if you cast the spell, you still can't see the thing that you made
Correct.
invisible.
I will.
cannot.
Yeah, that is correct. Because you do not have true sight.
Right. I'm going to. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I'm going to move around to this side of him. And draw my rapier.
All right. How high up are you, Flix?
I am in melee reach. I'm 5 feet up.
Okay. And you draw
I'm
your sword?
intentionally trying to. Yeah, I'm trying to draw. What's his face's attention effectively?
All right, Flix, does that end your round?
It does.
Flix,
I'll use my action to like spray pepper at him.
Flix, make me a perception check.
Excellent.
All right. Everybody, make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
To be clear, this is just clicking on the bean next to Wiz, right? Or is it a...
Your saves should be, yeah, the B right next to the whiz? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I get a Lucario
Oh.
bonus?
Let me see if he has any auras that will affect that. One
I
moment.
can't tell if he's a paladin or not. If he's the paladin, that usually affects it, but I have to be within 10 feet of him, and I don't think I am anymore.
It's 10 feet. And let me check. You are actually within 10 feet. One moment. And you get a bonus equal to his charisma mod. So you would get a +5 to that.
So my total is a 12, which I don't think is high enough, but I guess we'll find out.
And then Rain is, unfortunately, not in range of him. Akashaba.
Yeah.
You notice something, however. That Forgruk's form, even though he came out of the portal, he appears to be kind of shimmering, almost like there's a duplicate of himself, kind of overlaid on top of himself. It makes your eyes kind of strain to look at him. There appears to be some sort of illusion going on that is surrounding Forgruk.
Huh.
Flix Forgruk leaves your space if you would like to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. No advantage, I presume.
No advantage.
Is 18 good enough?
An 18 hits.
All right. In that case, he takes 15 damage.
All right. You slash your rapier across his arm, kind of down the pauldron on his side. Kind of hisses a little bit, but still steps towards Lucaris with dangerous intent.
You're making a mistake.
There are no mistakes I am making, Faye. It is time for this to end. And he lifts his axe, and he brings it down upon Lucaris, who tries to bring up his shield to meet the terrible, terrible blow. This is going to... Oop. There's a sound. Come on, sound. There is a loading sound. As Forgruk will eventually get mad and yell at Lucaris. Ah, there he is. And he swings his two-handed axe down upon his face. Lucaris staggers a little bit, and they press on. Rain, you're up.
Oh, hello. Can I lead with an insight check?
Yeah.
Is 17 good enough?
A 17 is good enough. What would you like to know?
Can I ask if Forgruk has any... Oh my god.
Forgot it did that. I'm sorry. I meant to be unobtrusive.
The worst part is it like zooms in, like for my preferred zoom, and it's weird. Anyway,
I will change that after the stream.
Can I ask if Forgruk has any legendary resistances?
Yes, you can. Let's see. He does not have any legendary resistance, but I will give you that he has magic resistance. He has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Okay.
Ooh.
Great. Well, I don't know what I want to do. Let's see. That was not the answer I was expecting, so I had a plan, and now I don't. I am going to cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and activate my first charge of Blade Song. And I will step, let's see, 5. Do I have a sense of where he just struck? So where like Lucaris might be?
Make me a wisdom saving throw. And see if you remember the arc of the axe.
Probably not.
Somewhere on Forgruk's right side.
Okay. I'm just gonna move.
Rain, before you move, there's a fluttering in the trees to the north. And a giant owl swoops down out of the trees. Ooh. Right in front of you. And it looks at you, turning its head around, and crouches down upon the ground. Would you like to mount this giant owl?
Would I like to? I don't think I do, actually. Although, fuck it, let's find out.
So due to your because you saved the owls a long time ago, these owls now here are guarding this portal and see that it is in danger, and they recognize you. And they swoop down. They want to help. If you decide to ride these owls in this battle, your move speed will become their move. Excuse me. For some reason, somebody keeps calling at fucking 7 o'clock. Stop it. You can spend half your move to mount the bird, and then your move speed will become their move speed. They have 3 actions: dash, dodge, and disengage. Okay. And that's all they can do. But they can fly, and you can make attacks and things like that. But anything like leaving a threatened space will still provoke an attack of opportunity unless, say, you disengage or you have an ability like Flicks.
Okay. I think I'm actually okay. I will not mount the owl. I will leave this one for Akashaba, who I know is much slower than me.
Okay.
I will step, so I'll go, that was 5 foot, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Actually, I'll stop right here. And that is Rain's turn.
Okay. The invisible Lucaris is not quite as invisible as he may think, because the ascended Forgruk Titan shield seems to see through the clever ruse without much of an issue. However, bring something up on a different page. Just a moment.
I am back, by the way.
Welcome
Not
back.
sure
I heard you.
Okay, perfect.
gonna do with you, chili con? Sorry.
Gandalf has called the owls to our aid, if you missed that, Flix.
Yes, the owls have come to the aid.
So at the very least, we can take the hobbits to Isengard.
Nice.
Lucaris kind of lunges forward, mouth agape, and blasts Forgruk with a breath weapon. And Flix, to answer your question back in the sauna, it appears that what emanates from Lucaris's mouth seems to be a radiant form of shards and splinters that cut through the air. Forgruk makes a dex save.
That's cool. That makes him uninvisible now, though.
Well, it wasn't doing him a lot of good, so.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, I was kind of hoping he would leave the field, but I guess that was never an option.
Peace was never an option.
Peace was definitely never an option. And he takes some radiant damage. One moment. That's supposed. God, really? Okay, well that's 4d10. I don't. The character she only has like 1d10 highlighted. Very cool. Okay, and he takes 35 damage.
Damn.
Then, after emanating a bout of radiant breath at Forgruk, and the shards of pure light cutting his skin, Lucaris, ever the paladin, hoists his long sword and takes a swing at Forgruk. And he hits for 15 damage. Forgruk staggers a bit under the blow, but brings his shield up to bear, and it makes a very satisfying thunk as the sword and the shield meet. Akashaba, you're up. The owl scoots his butt back. Woo-hoo.
Even with the seriousness of the situation, there's like a small, brief, childlike grin on Akashba's face as he jumps on the owl.
Akashaba, can you try and right-click the owl for me?
I am right-clicking the owl and nothing happens.
Just once. Nothing happens? You can't
Oh,
mount
no,
him?
Now he's like little arrows on each side of him.
Does he have a little pony icon? No pony
no.
icon? Okay. 1 second. I'm going to... Ah. So I added up this this mount up ability, but it doesn't seem to be working because I think my torch icon actually takes the place of it. But fear not, Akashaba, you have mounted the giant owl. Your speed
Nice.
is now 60, and you can fly. But keep in mind, you do go vertically and then horizontally because I'm not going to do some fucking a squared plus b squared equals c squared shit. So, and your bird can do 3 actions: dash, dodge, and disengage. Otherwise, it acts just like you. If you would like, you can ping to where you want to move to. Alright, keep moving. You.
Akashba is going to... So I assume that Boyo's around here. So Akashba's going to...
Actually, we see Lucaris now, right?
You do see Lucaris. Let me make him not invisible. Boop.
Oh, nice. Okay. Akashba's going to fly here.
Skirt.
Okay. And is going to cast... Let's see. I think it has to be a level 3 bless to hit everyone. No, bless up to 3 creatures. What about level 4 bless? Huh, I thought the higher level the bless, the more creatures I could bless.
Isn't that right? Here, let me bring it.
It
let me bring
should.
it up. Bless.
Yeah, all of
spells.
us, because it's 3. It's 3 at level 1, so level 2 bless should hit 4 of us.
Let's see, up to 3
Okay.
creatures of
Yep.
your choice. You hit one additional creature for each slot level above first. So yeah.
Okay, then I cast Bless on everybody.
All right, let's bless up. You're blessed. You're blessed.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you. That
blessed.
bless is gonna be amazing.
Wait, hold on. Let me scroll up.
You're
I'm pretty
simply
sure
the
you
blessed.
blessed 20 days ago, so it's already active. So I will let you do something else, Akashaba.
Is Lakaris blessed?
'Cause
That's kind of the main point here, and I know I definitely did not.
he is not blessed.
Okay, then I'm just gonna take the full action and just cast Bless on everybody.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
That's like the most important thing to me. So.
What is your height, sir? Are you 5 feet above the ground, or are you?
I'll go up to 10 feet. That's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna mark it.
And I am going to insight this foul person.
All right, give me an insight check. Wow, what would you like to know?
Health.
Okay. There we go.
Oof. Okay. That is going to end my turn.
All right. At the top of the round,
Wait, what did you learn with your insight check? Nothing?
health.
HP bar.
Oh. Oh, that's a lot of hit points left.
Yeah. Whoops.
At the top of the round, you hear Luminaria yell out, "Heroes, there's something wrong, something off about Forgruk. Tried to pierce his illusion." Alright, Flix, you're up.
Well, I'd love to, but I don't actually know any dispelling magics.
Yeah, I heard her. Thanks, Flix.
That wasn't directed at you, Rain, though it could have been. So if you wish to take it personally, then you can, he says, drawing his crossbow. And casting, God, what's it called? His hex. Not the hex spell, the curse. Hex-based curse.
Do you try and hex him?
It's just automatic. Once per short rest, as a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet and curse it for 1 minute, or until the target dies. You die or you're incapacitated. Against the cursed target, you gain
cursed.
a +3 bonus to damage rolls. Score a critical hit on a 19 or 20, and you gain 7 hit points if it dies.
Excellent.
All right, so I have advantage and bless, so we're gonna try to this.
Okay, very nice. 19 hits.
All right, and then the sneak attack damage. Do a total 28 damage.
Flix, you notice that as your crossbow bolts are hitting home, you know you hit very well on Forgruk's body, causing very, very dangerous wounds. Possibly a vital organ. However, his wounds appear to be healing on his own at a rapidly regenerating rate. Flix, make me a wisdom saving throw. Sorry, my throat's also going out. Nice. Flix, you notice that your crossbow bolts are simply not doing any damage to this fiend.
Something's wrong.
Yeah? Okay.
Well, it doesn't seem as though I'm doing any damage. Rain, fix it. Okay, that's my turn.
Flix, make me an
actually, I still have a bunch of movement left, and I attacked. Oh, I did not attack with a melee attack, though, so I will have to stay within melee range. Which I will.
All right. Next up, Forgruk and Lucaris seem to be at a standstill, his axe buried in his shield. And then Forgrux begins to grin just a little bit as Lucaris begins to sweat under his onslaught. Flix, Rain, Akashaba, make me a wisdom saving throw. Flix and Rain, you succeed, but Akashaba, you are now frightened. Oh. I'm going to have to remove the bird for a moment. Because I actually can't see you. Go. I'm going to move it back. Akashaba. At the end of your turn, you can try and make this saving throw, and the effect will end on a success. Otherwise, you are under the frightened effect, which, and let me double and triple check frightened. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is in line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Your mount is not feared, however, but if you bring your mount closer to Forgruk, which you do not want to do, the owl will just act on its own.
Okay. Sounds good.
I also have to make a wisdom saving throw for our dear friend Lucaris.
Oh my god.
Lucaris is very wise. I'm not falling for your fearsome tricks, Forgruk. You do not frighten me. Rain, you're up.
I'd like to point out that I'm not scared either.
I'm so scared.
I'm going to lead with an insight check again.
All right.
Okay. I don't think that's high enough.
It is not. Rain, however, make me another wisdom saving throw.
God. So many wisdoms.
All right. Rain, you notice that there is definitely some sort of illusion surrounding Forgruk.
Well, fine. I guess that's what I'll do. I will cast Dispel Magic. Yeah, I'll cast Dispel Magic on Forgruk.
All right. Whatever illusion surrounding Forgruk begins to fade, and the frightening presence of the man reveals possibly something even more frightening yet.
What?
What?
Underneath the skin of Forgruk, as the magic dissipates, appears to be a fiendish, long-limbed, dragon-like creature, wielding a bone-tipped mace in his hand, with long, hollowed eyes and a bony-like face. He leans forward towards Lucaris, who recoils in horror. No, Lucaris says, just in shock. Let me change this on back. Rain, make me a Arcana check, please.
Arcana. Doesn't
What?
get much worse than that.
What the fuck is that?
That's a number 9. It looks like a number 6 that's been flipped over.
Rain, you don't know what that is, but Lucaris speaks up. By the gods! An Abasai. Rain, you can continue.
Is that like an abacus?
I think, yeah, because I cast that spell. I think that's my turn. Let me just double check, make sure I don't have any bonus actions. Nope. That is Rain's whole turn. But I will get into position to do something next turn. Let me double check what the. No, okay. Rain is going to whistle. Are there other giant owls around?
Oh,
or is
yeah.
it just this one?
There's a ton.
She's going to whistle for one of the owls.
Okay. One of them appears to have gotten your
beckons
attention.
them over. And that will end Rain's turn.
Okay.
Oh, good. You fixed it.
Did I?
Well done.
Give me just a second. We're gonna fix this guy.
Make him more scary?
Yeah, he's gonna be more scary. Hello? Okay. Oh, I was just spelling it wrong.
Now there are two of
Now
them.
there are two of them. Lucaris with shield in hand seems to be startled. No, he sorry, 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. All right. As Rain dispels the magic surrounding Abasai, you notice that the illusion surrounding even his axe changes, and now it is more of a morning star impaled in Lucaris' shield. Lucaris seems to be more worried about whatever this demonic, dragon-like figure is than he was seeing Forgruk, who seemed to be an expectation. Lucaris brandishes his longsword and disengages closer to Rain and hoists his shield enough to protect both of them. Rain, you have to watch out for the Abasai. They're here for me.
Cool story.
The Abasai chuckles dryly. As if that wasn't. Ooh, no. As if that wasn't obvious, Lucaris.
Damn.
Burn. Sick burn.
Hey, Lucaris, this whole like walking through the portal thing, it's kind of like ceremonial, right? Like you'll just ascend?
Well, yes, I don't know why they would even want to bother with this.
Cool. Just trust me.
My mortal body can perish, but I will still ascend. But that, he points at the Abasai, is something that could prevent this from happening. Because I have a feeling it is not
you die.
alone. He nods. Akashaba, you're frightened.
Tell me about it. So to be clear, the main points of fear in this case are that I can't move towards the thing, and if I try to cast a spell at it or attack, I roll with disadvantage, right?
You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it is within line of sight.
Okay. So assuming Google has told me correctly, Abasai are fiends.
That is correct.
Okay. Well, I'm going to step over here, and I'm going to put Magic Circle on top of us.
Okay.
Let me link that.
Akash, but just to be clear, are you still on the owl or do you dismount the owl?
I'm still on the owl that I know of.
Okay.
Love that you get so much value out of a spell like Magic Circle.
I don't want
I'm
to be
always
an
looking for
asshole,
something
but Magic
to
Circle has the 1 minute casting time.
It does, sir.
Right.
Well, you are an asshole.
Would you like to do something else, Akashima?
Yeah, let me take a gander here.
That was a super cool idea, though.
Yeah, it felt cool until it wasn't.
It's still cool in our hearts.
Well, that helped. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
So let's see. Large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration. Unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with a symbol of your deity. Any hostile creature that moves through a space within 10 feet of the guardian first time on it must be dexterity. Creature 20 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. So, yeah, he's going to be right here. If I get a choice, it's going to be Minotaur shaped.
Ooh, okay. Minotaur. I think I have one of these. I do. Whoa! He's a big boy.
Nice.
He is large, right?
Wow, that is like literally a beefy Minotaur. He looks like he'd make a great stick.
Yeah, the range and area, the area is space within, yeah, it says it takes up 30 feet.
No, the range is 30 feet.
How
area is
large
30
is
feet.
the Minotaur? Oh, he's
It says
he
a
is
large spectral guardian.
Okay, yeah, he's a big boy. He is that large.
And then I'm going to look to Lucaris. Stay behind the Minotaur. It will save you. Yeah.
Certainly
and then
soak up some blows, he says, looking up at the spectral butt of the Minotaur.
And then I guess a wisdom save to try to not be afeared anymore.
Okay. Show it to me. You are within 10 feet of Lucaris. You get a +5 to that roll, bringing it to 21. You are no longer frightened.
He's
I
so
just summoned-
reassuring.
I summoned Dad. I summoned Dad Minotaur, and I'm not afraid anymore. Fine.
I did it, Dad!
Yeah. Daddy. But that ends my turn.
Where did I?
I'm on
Are
top.
you underneath me? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was like, where did you
Sorry.
even go?
It's very crowded. There's like 2 owls, there's a Kashima, and then like Kashima's 10 feet up.
Yeah, Akashima's on top. Sorry.
Top of the round, the Abysai.
Isn't Flix first?
He is. He is normally.
Okay, shit.
However, top of the round.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Oh, no.
Or not today, Flix, I guess. Does that mean that Flix is Satan?
It could be. Oh, Lucaris, I'm not just here for you. In fact, I wanted to thank you for opening this portal for us. Now, we can come and get what we actually came here for. Devourer, rise!
Don't like that.
From the portal.
What?
The squid!
It's the squid! This steps from the portal. A large, almost impish-like creature
Honestly, what the fuck, Christina?
with spiky bones and a
It's like a
carapace
kangaroo. He's
that
got a little
holds
pouch.
not only guts, but it seems to be made to hold people. No, not people. Souls. It drools, its teeth wiggling in their sockets, and it looks hungrily at the closest thing. Flicks.
Hold on. Why does it have wiggly teeth?
Because it's hungry.
I don't want wiggly teeth. I think it should not have wiggly
As a
teeth.
rule, yeah.
You don't want them to be wiggly?
I really don't.
Okay. Flix, your absolutely insane reflexes allow you to see this thing before it is going to eat you. What do you do?
Oh yeah, this is definitely a time for a bonus action disengage.
As if there
ever
was
there
a
was
bad
one.
time.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna hover in space over here, I think.
That's fair, honestly.
I mean, that seems like a good place to be. Was that? Let's see, 5, 10. Oh, I have to be here. All right. But I'm still gonna shoot this idiot because I cursed him.
Okay. Oh, and you did. Let me reapply the hex token. Boop.
Yes. Actually, yeah, nope, that's it.
Yes, you notice that your crossbow bolt shots are completely gone from the Abyssai's body. And in fact, it looks like you haven't even shot him at all.
Well, that's extremely rude, frankly. Oh, I know what I should have done. Can I retcon my movement? And be
I will allow it.
here
I will allow it.
because I want to throw my javelin of lightning at this dude.
Let's see it. I mean, that's a great idea. Fuck.
All right, so first we see if the javelin even hits. Even if it doesn't, then there's still like the lightning bolt effect. But 21.
21 hits.
Cool. Sneak attack damage on that idiot. Oh, actually, no, I don't have advantage or any other way to generate sneak attack. So,
Do I have to make a DC 13 dexterity save?
correct.
All right. Skirt.
For both of them.
Fail. And this one? And the Abyssai?
Yes.
Yep.
Now,
Succeed.
well, it takes, what? 5 damage, 6 damage? From the lightning?
It does, as the lightning crackles over its fleshless body.
And I would like to see its new health bar.
Okay. That is good enough. I will allow it. Which one are you targeting?
Still the Abyssai.
Oh, the Abyssai. Okay. New health bar. Skirt.
So, Scaly and Stupid, do you have a name?
Sorry, 1 second. I was adjusting this. Scaly and Stupid. My name. Not important. You'll be screaming later.
You came out a little distorted. Would you mind trying that again? Your taunting was a little, disjointed.
Next up, the Devourer. It took a cursory swipe at Flix, who dodged out of the way very quickly. But now, let's see, where are we moving, boys?
It has to make that saving throw or get smacked by a, Minotaur, right? What's the rate?
It did start within 10 feet of the Minotaur.
Let's see here. Yep, it sure did. Alright, so, and what is the saving throw on that bad boy? 28, let's see.
13.
Guardian hostility moves to a space within 10 feet for the first time. Dex saving throw, okay.
Yeah. That'll do.
Succeeds?
Yep.
Is it all or nothing? Or is it half?
Half.
It is half.
Okay, so 10 radiant damage?
Yep.
Alright. It takes a step forward and screeches as it is zapped by lightning, but continues on. It is going to double move.
Oh, fuck.
Its eyes are not on Lucaris, nor Rain or Akashaba, not even on the princess, but the assembled.
Oh, fuck.
1 moment, I do need to replace the actor here. 22. Okay. I had to get rid of Forgrick because he no longer exists on this map. And the Abysai, what starts his turn in... Is it starts his turn or moves?
It
Start.
is-
Moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time. Okay. He is going to move towards Lucaris. So he will take the dex saving throw. 20 succeeds, takes half.
Does it seem like he actually is affected by this?
When he takes the step and it is radiant damage, he actually hisses as his skin bubbles a little bit from the power of the light. Ah! Now that stung.
That's brisk, baby.
That's brisk, baby! Let's see, 1 second. He moves forward, again, towards Lucaris. Come now, Lucaris. I'm here to keep you busy. And he takes a swing with his Morning Star. Which hits? Okay. There's 6 damage. Lucaris kind of glances the blow off his shield, and he swings 3 times. And hits with 1 more. For another 6. Now isn't... Ah, fuck, I keep so not using the voice changer. How isn't this fun? Rain, you're up. Lucaris is kind of grunting under the blows of the Abishai, but...
I'm going to lead with an insight check.
Okay. The Devourer slops
is-
through the water.
12 enough against the Devourer?
It is. What would you like to
I
know?
want to know his wisdom saving throw. Wait, actually, hang on. Let me just verify that that's the one I want.
Okay.
Yes, I want to know his wisdom saving throw.
Is +1.
Okay.
Is very low.
How far away is he? 5, 10, 20. Rain is going to cast Polymorph on the Devourer.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
She's thinking in her head, very small, very, very ugly toad.
All right, Wisdom DC 15. Here we go. Fails. Fails really badly. Okay. 1 second. So you want a toad? Okay, I think I can do that. I think I can do this. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a toad.
Small, very small toad.
It's smaller? Okay, not a small
He's-
toad.
No, he should be tiny.
No, sorry.
Oh.
I got the wrong toad, apparently.
Oh, you can't just
frog?
resize him.
I can. It's just faster for me to, there we go.
Oh, fair.
There we go.
There we go. Very small.
Very small toad.
So yeah, he has hit points of the new form, which is probably like 1 or 2. And his game statistics, all of his game statistics are the equivalent of a toad.
He is toad.
Okay. And then Rain is going to turn to the owl. Please go gently pick up that toad and get him very, very, very far away from here.
Woohoo! The owl will act next on your round.
Great. That is going to be, I think, her turn.
Okay. After your turn, the giant owl that you summoned has a move of 60. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Acquired toad. Hold on, he acquires toad. Also has a speed of, flight of 60, so he would have picked up here. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then double move. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy, 40, 45. Okay, so he is technically off the map right now.
So he just got like Super Smash Brothers, right? Like he got knocked off the map. He's dead.
That's at least one stock off.
So yeah, that's definitely a stock. Rain, yeah, okay.
And then Rain is going to just take it. Oh no, sorry, that was actually the owl's turn. Never mind. I missed my movement. So it's all good.
My God. Okay. The next Lucaris's eyes kind of follow the trail as the owl is carrying the frog off screen, and he lets out like a audible sigh, like, "Whoo."
Okay, let's wrap this up because I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Lucaris takes a couple swings.
Careful, Freya.
Roo, 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 roo. Okay. Lucaris taking a couple swings with his longsword, and then he summons the light and tries to channel it in a divine smite. Demon, be gone! As he casts Searing Smite. Next time he hits a creature with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon flares in white-hot intensity. He deals an extra fire damage to the target, and he will ignite in flames. At the start of each of his turn until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, he takes more fire damage. So it appears that Lucaris also, much like Akashaba, likes lighting things on fire.
What a mensch. I like this guy.
Moment. Lucaris' longsword bites deep into the Abishai, who seems to actually hiss under the blows, and he looks down at them with shock and back up at Lucaris. So you've learned something from our last engagement.
You kind of cut out there, Christina.
No, he says, so you learned something from our last engagement. Please, please voice mod. Why you gotta do this to me? And he will, okay, 1 second. Light the Abysai on fire. Okay, 6 damage is great. Akashaba, you're up as flames lick around this demonic dragonkin.
Okay, Akashba is going to... Does this hit within 10 range, or 10 feet? Or do I need to come over to the next square?
You are
That's
within 10?
10
Yeah.
Okay. Akashba is going to dome and do Blessed Strikes. So it looks like I can just do Blessed Strikes every turn, to be honest. It's kind of like what I'm reading here.
It's like once per turn or something, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, just
Yeah,
an
it's like
extra
sneak
D8
attack,
of-
basically.
A
Cleric
D8 of
sneak
bludgeoning
attack.
damage. Yeah. Okay. So swing with the old Sunforger Mace. Oh, I need to actually roll if I hit.
Yep.
Oops. Okay.
It's okay. I will get rid of that. Roll to hit. 26. Definitely hits.
Okay, and this. And then a D8 extra. So where is a D8 on here? Is
It
this
looks
one?
like it rolled Blessed Strikes with that roll.
It
7
did,
plus
actually.
5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took it into account. Nice.
Oh wow, nice. Okay, yeah. So 12 damage, and is also going to summon spiritual weapon.
You already have your Minotaur out. So you have, let's
I
see.
can't cast that as well.
Spiritual weapon is not concentration.
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
concentration? Is this
Yeah.
giant Minotaur concentration?
Nope. Guardian of Faith is not concentration.
Excellent. However,
Blessed
Bless
is concentration.
I just want to make sure.
Time to summon the menagerie.
All right, here we go.
Unlimited Minotaur works.
Unlimited Blade
Yep.
works. Are you summoning the sword?
Yeah.
Hiya, where would
When you cast a spell using a spell of third slot or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 level slots above the second. So, okay, so I'm gonna cast a level 3 spirit weapon.
There
and
he
I'm-
is. He's there, the weapon.
Okay, great. So the damage increases by 1d8 for every. Yeah, great. So cast. Is that the? Did it roll the? Is 20 the 2 hit and then 4 is the damage?
Yep, 20 is the to hit. You rolled a 15 plus 5, and then 4 force damage, looks like. It rolled a 1d8
Okay,
for
so-
damage.
It's supposed to roll an extra d8 because I used the 3rd level spiritual weapon, so I'm just gonna roll another one.
Sure.
Okay. So it should be 11 damage from Unlimited Blade Works.
All right, 11 damage.
Okay.
However, Akashaba, between your Sunforger and the magical weapon, your strikes do not seem to be affecting the Abishai.
So Blessed Strikes should be radiant damage.
That is correct.
Okay. Unfortunate. Akashaba kind of like looks confused as this registers, and he looks to Lucaris, like not saying anything first. He's just trying to piece it together, and then he looks back at the sword, and he just like audibly goes, "I don't get it."
Lucaris. You can't use fire on him either. Bastard.
Akashaba insight checks.
Okay. Not
No.
good enough, unfortunately.
Wait, did the force damage do no damage?
Did no damage.
Force damage did no damage, nor did radiant damage.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
did fire,
wait, hold on.
apparently.
Sorry. The radiant damage does damage. However, he will not take damage from any sort of physical damage.
Okay, so he took 5 radiant damage from Blessed Strikes.
And then the force. Okay.
What
He will
about
take the-
magical physical damage?
So wait,
See.
just to be clear, Christina, he's taking radiant damage and force damage.
He will take magical damage.
Okay, is force damage considered magical damage?
Yes.
Okay, so he ends up taking in total 9 damage from me.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Akashba is no longer confused.
Yes.
Akashba
GM
gets
apparently was also confused. Akashaba, does that end your round?
Akashba shouts out, not that anyone else hasn't figured this out. Physical attacks will do nothing to him. It's the end of his turn.
All right.
What? Even magical ones won't.
No, magical will, but not physical.
At the start of the round, you see Princess Luminaria, and she falls to her knees, and she begins to summon a prayer. Tico steps up and cups his hands to his lips, and he shouts out, "Heroes! The demonic forces encroach upon us. Your weapons will do nothing against them. Come, gain the blessings of moonlight from Luminaria." And Luminaria begins to emit an aura. As GM picks a lovely color.
Do I get to unironically say in the name of the moon, I will fuck you up now?
Yeah, actually.
Right. All right, play the Sailor Moon song. Let's go. Flex says tuxedo mask. It all goes so perfectly.
To demonstrate what will occur,
No way, Flex would be one of those little cats.
in Princess Luminaria's presence, Tico draws his longsword, and the steel of it shimmers and begins to become very, very, almost chrome-like. Her magic of the moon will bless your weapon with silver. Quickly! Flix, you're up.
Alright, so I just need to move into the aura.
Yes, and then your weapons will be silvered. It's good.
Like
You-
I see my crossbow bolts shimmer with silvery light.
Yes, all of your bolts, the steel becomes silvered, and even your rapier becomes very, very shiny, almost diamond-like.
Thank you, Lady Arctis. All
She,
right.
she
so
prays
let's see.
fervently.
I moved 15 to get there, so that's. All right. I will shoot from here then.
Too many yellow auras going on.
You know what? I'm going to surround myself with darkness.
Okay, what are you going to use?
Darkness.
I'd say
I'm
Nort
so
comes with
surprised!
Yeah, I'm surrounded by 15 feet of darkness. And that gives me advantage on my attacks.
So it's a point you choose within range, so do you center it on yourself?
Yeah, I center it on an object that I'm carrying. We'll call it the hilt of my rapier.
It's a point you choose within range. It spreads around corners. It is a static place. An object, or is that an object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried? So the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it. So
Yeah.
it can't be worn or carried.
No, if the
Oh, wait.
point you choose isn't on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or
okay.
carried, the darkness emanates from the object
I
and
don't
moves
know
with it.
why I can't fucking read tonight. Okay.
It's okay.
15? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
15-foot radius? What's that? 15 is gonna be dark/dark. Ooh.
Yep. Sadly, that is my action.
Right.
Okay.
Glorious magical darkness.
Oh wait, don't you have the thing that lets you see in actual
I do.
magical darkness too? Shit, that's
I
clever.
have Devil's Sight. Well, I mean, it's a classic warlock technique.
The
I'm not that clever.
polymorph devourer. Meanwhile, off map.
He
Let's
ribbits.
see. Yeah, he croaks because he is a frog.
Yep, there is no other.
Nice.
There is no saves for it after the first one.
The Abbassai hisses at Lucaris. Fools. Now we'll use your precious owls against you. I summon the Vrock. And from the portal, another horrifying thing appears. Like a skeletal vulture.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
With long, distended limbs. And a wide wingspan. It appears like some sort of plucked owl or corrupted vulture. But if a giant owl once looked like something like this, you shudder to think of what the fate of your friends could have been.
You know, I really have to say, Princess Lumi, that you probably should have rewarded us winners of the contest with our trinkets before we did this ceremony. We would have been much better prepared.
And that ends the Abysai's turn. Rain, you're up.
Okay.
The owls of the area that are.
Oh, the
still...
Vrock appears and immediately gets smashed in the face by the Minotaur.
Oh, he does! Dex saving
shit.
throw.
That is true facts.
That is actually.
And fails,
and
takes 20 radiant.
fails.
20 damage, and then turn his fucking like elbow. They give him the people's elbow.
The people's elbow. Oh my god. Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
If that rock smells what the Minotaur's cooking.
Rain, you're up. The Minotaur turns and smashes the Vrock immediately as it exits the portal. The Vrock.
Oh, it's just so funny. Abysai's like, and then it fucking summons the bird like right into a fucking Minotaur fist.
I mean, that is pretty great.
Minotaur's like, better up.
Oh,
No
Jesus. No ticket!
There's an excessive number of fiends coming out of your magical portal for it not to be controlled by a giant space squid, Lucaris. I'm just saying.
It's not supposed to be like this. Nothing's supposed to come out of it, Rain.
Can I get here and draw my rapier?
Yes. Yes, and that will silver your weapons.
Cool. Tight. I'm gonna insight check
Okay.
on the Vrock before I do anything. 17 good enough?
It is.
Great. Can I know his movement speed?
Yes, it is walk 30, fly 50.
Oh, great. So he's not even as fast as the owl. All right. Then I am going to focus on the Abysai. So that was 25, 30, 35. Actually, no, sorry, I'll take that back. I will actually go here. I'll just take a 5-foot step, and I will swing with the green flame, or sorry, the rapier, not
Okay.
green flame blade.
All right, let's see it.
23
23 hits.
for 12 piercing.
And it takes the damage, hissing with the silvered weapon.
And then she's going to turn to the Abishai, and she's going to cast Ray of Frost with her second attack.
25 hits.
And takes 3 cold damage.
Okay.
This is a good 2d8 right there.
You hit it with one single icicle.
I just hit him in the eye. It's like, ow, really? Why would you do that? I wear contacts,
I
asshole.
recognize that from back when Family Guy was funny.
That is Rain's turn.
All right.
I love this turn marker thing you've got going on. By the
Yeah, it's
way.
pretty sick.
Yeah, you like it? Okay. I'll keep it around.
Wait, you take community feedback?
Yeah, surprisingly.
You think you want that turn, Mark? Sorry, I'm not gonna finish it. Go on before I say it.
Let's see.
We don't need to relive past traumas.
Yeah.
Not today.
What, don't you guys have turns?
Oh,
You guys have turns?
okay, please move this forward.
I just wanted to hear Rob's bark of laughter.
Let me see. Rain, Ikashaba, and Flix. Let's see. Flix, are you within 30 feet of Lucaris?
I think I am.
Yeah, you are.
I'm 10 feet up. And yeah, I'm within 30 feet. Within 20 feet.
Lucaris uses Watcher's Will. And as he has sworn an oath to defend Arctis, he will now share some of this power with you. And you all now have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Oh, nice.
Nice, I'm finally the warrior of light. Good.
The Vrak waddles out of the portal and sniffs the air. Go, stupid! Bring me souls! And the Vrak
Or don't.
begins to flap, trying to take to the air. Rain, you can take an attack of opportunity.
I will do just that.
24 hits.
Does he technically also take have to make another reflex save from the Minotaur since he's starting his turn?
It's only the
It's only,
first time.
yeah, it's only the first time.
Yeah.
Alright, he takes 8 piercing damage from the rapier. You slash at his legs as he ascends to the skies. And he begins to move. He moves 20 feet up, and he's going to move 30 feet. Oops, that wasn't that. 30 feet forward. 1, 2, 3. And hold on. He lifts his beak to the sky and lets out a stunning screech. Ah! Each creature within 20 feet that can hear it and isn't a demon must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of the rock's next turn. 20 feet will hit.
And is not
Rain.
a demon.
Flicks. Not Akashaba.
Nice.
Nice.
1 second. Okay. No one is
You
stunned.
know, you'll never make it on The Voice.
Akashaba, you're up.
That's such a good monster sound.
You hurt his feelings.
Yeah, like he literally just wanted to become a pop star. What have you done? Akashba
Breaking hearts and shattering dreams is the Flix way.
Akashba is going to fly over here on his owl.
Skirt! Sorry. I was like, why is Akashaba not moving? Can you ping where you want to go one more time?
Yeah, right here. Okay,
Hoot,
so
hoot, hoot.
Akashba's base is now blessed by the moonlight.
Okay, you have been blessed by the moonlight.
You can't fight the moonlight. Okay, let's see. Akashba is going to dome. Actually, Akashba is going to roll an insight check on Bird.
It's not high enough, unfortunately.
Well, Akashba in anger is going to hit Bird instead.
Okay. You need to go 10 feet higher. He's 20 feet up. Oh wait, no, your reach is 10. Holy shit, you got long arms, boy. My god, dome him.
The long arm of the light.
20 hits.
Okay. It's going to do
And
13
you
damage.
13 damage as you blessed strike him, chasing him on the owl before he reaches the assembled.
And then the sword, I forget, what is the move on the sword? Let me take a look, see if this.
I think it was 15 feet. It was pretty bad.
It's like 15 or 20.
Okay. Well, the
Because
sword's
remember
gonna
when
move
you
over-
summon the sword on the Kraken?
Yeah, I remember. Okay, so the sword is actually going to move over to here. This is 20 feet. Let me just actually double check what it is real quick. Spiritual weapon. Can move up to 20 feet. Okay, so yeah, it would be able to move next to Burb, but it's not high enough. Okay, so actually move sword next to the Abishai,
Okay.
and then sword's gonna attack.
11 misses.
Stupid sword. Okay, it's not the first time sword has disappointed me. That's going to end the turn.
All right. Top of the round. Flix, you are up.
All right. Is this idiot in my bubble of darkness?
How high does your ball of darkness extend vertically?
Well, I'm 10 feet up, and it's a ball of darkness that's 15 feet all around me.
Yes.
Okay. Keep in mind that even those with dark vision can't see through magical darkness.
Okay.
Unless
he-
they are specifically devils.
He cannot see anything right now.
Cool. But I can see it. I kind of really want to shoot that Abishai a lot, though. But I'm uniquely positioned to deal with this frog, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this rock twice.
All right, let's do it. The rock flutters in the darkness. 13 misses.
Let me check that with bless.
With bless, it will not hit.
15?
Nope. The 19 hits.
All right, cool. It takes 21 plus sneak attack damage of 2d6. For another 7, it takes 28 damage.
Flix, this will kill the rock. As it
Flix
struggles in the darkness.
just it like it gets basically baseball batted into his darkness from the Minotaur, and Flix just kind of in a very offhand way just sinks a crossbow bolt into its skull. I hope you can do better than that, dumb and scaly.
Literally nobody saw that. We just hear the quips coming out of the darkness.
Yeah, you just
you
hear.
hear the quips coming out of darkness, and then the rock falls out of the darkness bubble with a crossbow bolt through its eye.
It's like, and then it just plummets to the ground. It is at 0 height now. There we go.
Actually, no, this is a pretty good place to be. Actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to take up a position in front of that portal. You lot might want to vacate.
Who is vacating?
Kashaba and Rain.
Oh,
If
I have no idea
if I
what's
take up a
going on.
position in front of the portal, then stuff coming out of the portal will come out of the portal into pitch blackness that they can't see in, and then
Alright, for the
they'll get
record-
smashed by a Minotaur.
Akasha's not fully sure what's going on, just knows that the darkness tried to order him around. And as a
You
cleric of the light,
know
that's like
that
a big no-no.
you know that Flix is there in that ball of darkness.
Maybe.
That darkness sounds exactly like Flix.
Flix has finally just become pure darkness.
Flix
I
does head
will-
into around.
I am going to ascend.
I'm just
A few
casually going to
feet.
ascend.
You can't ascend. It's not time yet. You're not the ascended. That's Lucaris's job.
I could this way in case somebody wants to walk beneath me. They won't inadvertently end up in darkness bubbles.
And honestly, over-under on Flix just going into the portal anyway.
I
Just to find
seriously
out.
thought about it. I think I'm well positioned. Yeah.
Yeah, seems good. All right.
There's a hovering ball of quipping darkness.
There is a devourer that is still a frog. The Abishai hisses. How dare you, my vrock!
Do you have any more of them? I have more crossbow bolts.
And the Abishai, he begins to chant words in an ancient dragon tongue, looking into the eyes of Lucaris as he targets one dragon he can see within 120 feet. The dragon must make an DC 18 Charisma saving throw. The chromatic dragon makes the same with save with disadvantage. I'm sorry, I can't talk today.
Jesus Christ.
Otherwise, he's going to be charmed by the Abishai for an hour.
Seems bad.
He succeeds.
Lucaris, never a question. He had this under control the whole time.
Oh my god.
It's called the light pitch. Look it up.
Every
Did he
time he
just
rolls a
double
saving
it?
throw, he just gets more bonuses to it. Eventually, his saving throw bonuses are going to take the entire line.
Do you think, Abishai, your mind magics will have any effect on me? My mind is as strong as the will of Arctis. Rain, you're up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can't
so-
mind magic people who worship the light. We're pretty fucking stupid.
Great.
If face casts light, me still go face?
Try to make me not like light.
Nope.
Rain is just gonna zip over here and take a full round of attacks with flanking advantage.
A 25 hits?
I will roll the fire damage, although I think we decided that the fire damage doesn't affect him, right?
He is immune to fire damage.
Cool. The one time I literally maxed
Wow!
out my fire damage.
You high rolled so high.
It's fine. Okay. Then we're gonna go ahead and attack him
Cool.
again.
Tight.
This is why you need to know both blade cantrips.
13 piercing damage though. Max that D8.
That'll do it. Okay.
So 23 total. I do not have haste though, so that is all I've got for now.
All right. Next up, Lucaris. One moment. Give up now, Abishai. My allies and I are unharmed, and your demonic presence, these fiends, are no more. Leave this ceremony. You have no chance to survive. The Abishai hisses and laughs. Very well. Let's see. One moment. Sorry, he has a few things he can do.
I appreciate that lawful good dialogue is just always the very height of boring. The cool
I'm
green guy,
going to
just
do
making
the
fun of
thing.
him. Yeah. You can never beat the light. Surrender while you can forever. That's just every line.
I mean, it really is. He's
Yeah.
gonna cast Moonbeam at 4th level, targeting the Abishai.
That's a level.
He calls down from the heavens with his glorious speech, a silvery beam of moonlight. And it also seems to come even from Luminaria herself. And with a high-pitched, the moonlight cascades down on the Abishai, who makes a Constitution saving throw. On. Fails.
God!
And takes 19 radiant damage
Oof.
as the pillar of moonlight engulfs him. Ah! Akashaba, you're up.
Okay, so spirit weapon's going to swing.
Hey.
Wow, 23
Your
hits.
weapon doing work.
No, well, it wants to.
Oh my god, and he maxed it out.
Okay, yeah, it's doing work. Okay, spirit weapon hit the showers. Can you move spirit weapon over here to go get some of that moonlight?
Boop. Spiritual weapon
it's-
is now enchanted.
It does force damage, so it doesn't matter.
I know.
Oh,
But
I
he
know.
wants it to
Oh,
be
okay.
silver.
I know.
oh, I see. You just want the chrome.
Yeah.
You want the
come on.
bling.
You gotta
Understood.
get fancy.
No. That's legit. That's legit. I respect.
Akashima is going to move to behind Rain here
Okay.
on his owl steed. This is like the coolest Akashima's ever been.
Woohoo!
And then Akashima is going to go for the flank
Roger
throw.
Niner, Akashaba, what is your altitude? Over? How high are you, Akashaba?
I'm so fucking high.
I'm too high for this. 10 feet, 5 feet?
10 feet? I don't know.
I mean, you
can I
got-
start flanking if I'm 10 feet?
Where are you? Okay, so you're behind Rain. You do not flank. You have to be adjacent.
Oh, so what if I'm right here? Is this... Sorry, right here.
That is fine. Do you have enough movement to do that? Oh yeah, you
I
should.
mean, yeah, I'm an owl.
And then you're gonna be down 5.
Yeah.
Okay, now you flank.
And flank is just roll double attack, or roll with advantage, right?
Yep.
Got it.
26 hits.
Okay. Yep. And dome him.
Oh, okay. For 14 damage as you swoop down on the owl and dome the shit out of him.
Okay. And Akashima is not going to join in this quipping game, so it's gonna be the end of his turn.
All right.
There's already one guy shrieking about the light, and that's probably enough.
At the top of the round, Luminaria, seeing that everybody's weapons have been blessed by the power of the moonlight, stops her chanting and turns her aura off. Ah, no, it's just white!
I do love how like we have the entire town of Borealis just in attendance, and they're all just like, "Wow, we didn't expect a
Oh.
show.
It's replacing beds.
Like we didn't
Fucking
expect a
perfect.
show for the ceremony. We thought it was
What
gonna be
about this
boring."
dude? This is the buffest owl I've ever seen. What is he doing?
I just want to point
Wait,
out,
which
like,
one?
we got all these. Go ahead. Which owl? Nick?
Oh, yeah, which owl?
Bori Chohu, like scroll down. That dude's got arms that are the size of my waist.
Yeah, he thick, boy.
So like we fought all these like hard MFs in the goddamn trial. Town's under attack. Nobody coming to help.
They all think it's a play, like some elaborate
yeah.
like production that's put on to like prove Lucaris's ascended viability. Yeah,
Oh, that's fair. Then we just had like good production value here.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Wait, does that mean that we also get to ascend then?
Flicks, you're up.
I don't actually need to move, right?
Yeah.
We're good. I can
You
just
said you
rain
wanted to move in
crossbow
front
bolt
of
on this
the-
moron, and I don't have to worry about it.
You did say you wanted to move in front of the portal. That's so we vacated for you.
Oh, right. Okay, so
You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. I'm not the boss of you.
I have to presume this thing doesn't actually have to see to attack, so we're gonna.
I mean, technically, Akashaba only even gave him eyes as a courtesy. So
If you can move my shadow aura over there.
Yes.
I think that's good. I think I need to be a little bit lower to put me 10 feet off the ground. But I can still shoot this guy unobstructed.
Yeah, you can
Like
shoot.
this doesn't count as an obstruction, I presume?
No.
Okay. All right. Yep, I flit over there, and now I'm gonna shoot that guy.
All right, let's see it. 12 misses, 19 hits.
Make sure you roll your bless.
Yes. Is there any chance that bless will correct that?
Roll it. I'd like to see you rolling dice.
Oh, right. No, it's a 14. That's not gonna work.
All right, you shoot it with the crossbow, the silvered bolt thunking
And
into his
it's
back.
a total of 24 damage.
Woohoo! Okay. 5. All right, Flix, you in your cloud of darkness hover ominously before the portal.
I realize that I'm putting myself in harm's way, but I think it's way more entertaining to blind things as they pop out of the portal.
Flix, does that edge your round?
I can't think of anything else useful to do, so yes. Actually, guess we can insight dude fella, see if I can figure out anything else about him.
Yeah, go ahead. Nothing.
I know nothing.
Devourer, still a frog.
Yeah.
The Abishai. Damn you, Winterheart. But I've come here for one purpose, and I'm going to do it. And he smashes again with his morning star. Lucaris brushes it aside with his shield. That one actually hits.
True.
Smashing, hitting his elbow slightly. Rain, you're up.
Okie doke. We're going to take.
All right, 27 hits.
I'll roll the. I guess a 13 probably misses, right? So he takes 8 piercing.
Yep, 13 misses.
That's all I've got.
All right, don't forget you do have insight. All right, next up, Lucaris. Fiend, you have no chance. Give up. Look at... Your minions are gone. Heroes from the land. Watch your defeat. And I will ascend, regardless of what you or your leader wish. And he raises his longsword.
And pull out my gun.
And then I pulled out my gun. He hits with both. For 24 damage. Hey, Kashiba, you're up.
Akashima is just, in awe, frankly, of this Paragon of the Light, really, like, teaching him how it's done. Has nothing to add there, so Akashima is just gonna go for the advantage dome.
Misses.
Bless.
Bless. 16 enough?
And hits.
Oh, the light has my back.
The light is with you this day.
With me every day, man.
Dang,
you are
okay.
rolling some sick damage.
All right, and Sword's gonna move back over to this spot, now that it's chromed out.
Where? Oh, there. I was like, where the fuck did the sword go? Skirt.
Is the sword actually like this is like kind of like a construct weapon? Is it chromed out now?
He's crow. Oh yeah, from hilt to stem.
This is the only thing I've cared about. Amazing.
It's diamond encrusted now. You don't even know why.
Diamond legendary.
But it doesn't hit now.
But
it's
it
actually
can't
doing
hit.
worse.
Its balance is off.
Wow, it sold out. It's too excited about the chrome. It's not there to do the work. Okay, well, fuck you, spiritual weapon. That's the end of my turn. I get it. I get spiritual weapon nice things, and this is how it repays me.
Top of the round. Round 7, Flicks. You're up.
All right. Flix is actually... So, no other friends then. It's just us and you fighting to the death instead of giving up the way our friend keeps asking you to. There could be a fun interrogation in it for you.
Hiss.
You can't just say hiss.
I can just say hiss.
I mean, it seems like that's exactly what happens.
All right, the second one hits.
Second one hits with the bless. Yep.
And does 27 damage.
Alright.
What are you doing? Oh shit, you picked up sharpshooter last level, didn't you?
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
he
not
did.
as
Oh my
accurate.
gosh.
He can't hit anything.
I mean, I'm doing the same damage, only hitting once around, so I'm not complaining too much.
It's not too bad. Alright, Flicks,
Actually, averaged out a little bit higher, probably.
does that injure
and
round?
next turn, I get a third attack, which should help a lot. Or next to level. Yes, that is my turn.
The Abishai. His hit points waning, his health running low. Puts a hand under his jacket and clutches something. And there's like a crinkling of glass, of some sort of strange crystalline noise. Everybody make me a intelligence saving throw.
Or what saving throw?
Intelligence.
We get to
Oh,
make that with
no.
advantage.
Oh, you
Indeed.
do, because of Lucaris.
Oh shit. Okay.
Christina, is this a spell?
Yes.
Could I counterspell it?
No.
Okay, so
It
it's
is
not a
higher
spell.
than it is higher than 3rd level.
Well, counter that doesn't. I can roll still,
Oh yeah, go ahead. You can absolutely roll.
and I can also upcast it. But I will cast it, and that is my intelligence. 14, so it'll block up to a 4th level.
All right. The Abishai, whatever he crushed under his jacket and attempted to inhale, Rain counters the magic, rendering it inert. And the Abishai, with shards of glass crinkling out of his robe pockets, looks at the glass covering his hands. It screeches in rage.
Oh, did you need that?
You bitch!
Damn. We don't say that word.
That is very offensive. It is the year whatever it is. That is not appropriate.
Getting stomped so hard in real life still wants to get stomped on Twitter. Okay, fine.
We cancel this bitch, then we kill him.
Done. What do you think happens when you cancel someone, Drew? They die.
What?
You get canceled on Twitter, you die in real life.
Oh my god! One moment.
I didn't honestly think it was that bad. It's just the B word.
Damn.
It's so bad you didn't say it, Flix.
Rain, you're up.
I will attack. We like to have fun here.
Actually, I don't know about that, man. You're not letting anybody have any fun, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
like,
you know what?
Counterspell? No.
Giant
Yes!
soul-rending demon. You're a toad now.
You're a toad.
Toad.
Apocalyptic
your-
final escape spell.
You
Yeah.
want to use a big
Nah.
trump card? No. I
No.
don't think so.
A 17
I mean,
hits.
that's literally the entire build of a wizard for the most part.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't get to have
Yeah,
fun
no.
rolling damage though, so like I'm not an evocation wizard, and I obviously suck at rolling d8s.
I'm just saying, don't position this as a place of fun when you are very clearly the agent of non-fun.
I look, I'm playing a blue deck. I'm sorry. But you're welcome that there's not a soul-sucking demon devouring everybody from Borealis.
I had no problem with this up until you got to the point where you were like, we like to have fun here, when we clearly do not.
Are you not having fun? You're
I'm having
murdering this
fun.
guy. Anyway, I do 12 piercing damage
let's take this
total.
offline. Just take your turn.
I got that. Oh, Rain. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all she can do. Her concentration spell is like stuck on the toad. So, and like 90% of her spells are concentration.
Hey,
This is all we got.
come now, fiend. Your health wanes.
Come on, man.
Just give up. I tire of this.
Damn.
Oh, he's not
like-
mad. He's just disappointed.
That's like the F-bomb from a paladin. Jesus.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Lucaris, giving no fucks, is just hacking away relentlessly. Dealing
Is
23 damage.
Is his sword blessed?
he's blessed.
He is blessed, yeah.
But it
Okay,
does
I
nothing
didn't-
do more damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I
He's
didn't-
still hidden.
Yeah, he
I
is
didn't see him
hitting.
go in the moonlight, so.
Da.
Wait a second. Hasn't there also just been a moonbeam on top of this guy every single round for like the last 3 rounds too?
Oops. Did I forget my own moonbeam? I think I did.
I didn't know Moonbeam was persistent. I thought that was like a one-time.
Yeah, it's persistent and you can move it. It's basically like what is it? The Protoss like
Yeah.
purge beam or whatever. It's pretty gross.
Let's see.
Damn. Yeah, at that point, I kind of feel bad for the Abishai or whatever.
Yeah,
this is.
it's like
Yeah.
second.
Like this is what happens to party crashers, all right?
There was supposed to be a ceremony today.
We were going to have a party.
Another party.
That was not supposed to happen. 1 second. Okay. Can't math. All right, with the moonbeam radiating down on him. Akashaba, you're up.
Yeah. Akaris is right though. This is just kind of getting sad as he swings the mace again. Oh, I guess this is technically advantage, so I'll see if I get the crit.
No
Nope,
crit.
okay.
27 hits though.
Dome.
All right.
14. and
14?
Swinging for the little sword. Come on, chromed out buddy. My boy.
19 hits. For 10. Good job, spiritual weapon.
Hold on, we got another D8. Let's do it.
He's chrome.
Nice. Okay, well, good enough.
All right, Akashaba and friends.
Yeah, right. I like that the Minotaur is just watching, just judging. Yeah, Akashaba, like, I just want to point out, he actually was like, yeah, come on, this is just sad, as he slams the guy in the back of the head with a mace. And that's gonna end his turn.
The top of the round. Flix, you are up.
I mean, look, honestly, we really do have a point, don't you think? Just lay down your arms. Sure, we can have a nice chat. Why don't you tell us who's behind all this nonsense? Maybe you'll survive.
The
Can I
Abishai
make a
does not
can I make a
answer.
persuasion check?
He will not answer you.
Oh, what a
This
dick.
is just the Black Knight skit from Holy Grail. Holy shit! 'Tis a flesh wound.
Ooh.
Those are gonna hit.
Ugh.
That's gonna hit a lot.
That is gonna hit a lot.
That second one is gonna be the sneak attack too. So, I don't know. That's 38. I don't know. It's a lot of damage. I'm bad at math.
Well, you have to math it.
All right, all right.
It's your damage. You own this.
I do. Okay.
Just pick a big number.
It's 21 plus 38. Like,
It can
Well,
only
no,
be
it's
59.
21.
59?
It's 21 plus 23 plus 16. I do 60 damage to him.
Jesus.
This really is your last chance.
Alex, does that end your round?
Look at how humiliating this is. I'm tiny and I'm sticking you full of holes.
I don't know. You look like a big, scary cloud of darkness. Actually, it's
Well,
kind
he
of
can.
cool.
I think he can see through it.
Alex, does that end your round?
Yes, it does.
The Abishai. Wounded. Blessed by silver. Cursed by the moonlight. Able to be damaged. Incalculable odds.
Technically,
Yeah.
he does take the moonshot first.
He is going to take a moonshot. Looks at Lucaris. Looks up at the moonlight dramatically. And lets it engulf him.
Aww.
And he laughs. As the moonlight tears away his essence, his flesh. And leaves his bones a steaming heap. A blue and white, sparkly, almost vapor-like essence begins to escape from his bones, rising slowly towards the portal.
Uh-oh.
Lucaris snarls a bit. You think to enter the portal by dying? You fool! Luminarian looks off and shakes her head. That's foolish. To think a demon could possibly enter the heart of Arctis. You will not succeed, Abishai. Go back.
Technically, a lot of demons just came out of the heart of Arctis, right? Like, did everybody else see that?
Akashma just kind of nods, like grimacing.
And this is still rather a problem. He said that he was just a distraction. So what is this all supposed to be distracting us from?
Well, there was like the soul devouring thingy. that
Right, but could there
came
be
out.
something else? And where is the soul devouring, horrifying thing that's a toad now? Is it still a toad?
Is it still
yes.
a toad?
Yes, I've been concentrating very hard on keeping it a toad this whole time.
I am confused. Why is he laughing? Uh-oh, red lights.
And the red light emanating from the portal becomes deeper. Luminaria's brow furrows. She ponders the situation, wondering what the ramifications of this could possibly be.
So maybe we close this portal now before something even worse pops through?
Hey, maybe Lucaris ascend? Can that fix it?
Can Rain make a Arcana check?
Sure.
Is this portal like a different plane than they seem to think it is? Like, has it been hijacked? It's a 22.
Something is definitely wrong. Things are coming out of this portal that seem to not be intending to. Something has definitely hijacked this portal.
Princess, I don't think that's your heart of Arctis.
But then, where could it possibly go?
Well, I mean, there's quite a few dead bodies around here that probably indicate that it's some. I don't know. Does Rain have any idea? Like these are fiends, so like abyss or something or whatever they are.
You can roll religion or arcana, whatever is higher.
Nope. Someplace very, very bad, I would assume. But it might be good to throw the toad back through beforehand. And she like whistles to the owls. Can you bring our friend back, please?
The owl, woo, woo, and there's fluttering. He's a bit far away. Lucaris looks down at himself, at his hands, and he too begins to dissipate into blue and aqua and purple. Colors of the borealis.
So is this the ascendancy?
He looks up at Luminaria and she nods. It is not something I control. Arctis summons you. Go, Lucaris, you must.
Defeat the space squid.
It was an honor to fight by your side.
And you as well. And as he begins to dissipate into essence and enter the portal, the essence that left the Abishai begins to mingle with Lucaris's.
That doesn't seem good.
And they begin to stop their slow excuse me 1 second. They begin to stop their slow ascent into the portal.
Like the Abishai's essence is preventing Lucaris.
And then there's a sound of like glass shattering. And the Abishai's essence hardens around Lucaris's, forming a frozen shard. And it thunks into the ground before the portal. Luminaria shakes her head. No, that it can't be. And there is a hollow laughing coming from the portal. You can't stop the ascension. Stop. No. Second. Stop the ascension. No. Combat is over. The light from the portal disappears.
Akashima just like is standing there frowning and has like no idea what's going on. Just looks like completely confused. Like he looks at the Minotaur and looks at the sword.
Is that a new Borean shard that just got made?
Akashima begins walking over towards Lumi. What just happened?
She stands there, stunned.
Flix lets his darkness evaporate.
Rain is studying the shard.
Where is Lucaris?
Lucaris. Get rid of a couple of these things. He steps forward. An ascendant cannot be killed. Their essence merges with Arctis and returns back to the life cycle. But this... Did they encapsulate his essence to prevent it from joining with Arctis? She looks at the portal. My friends, this is not something I control. I am merely a speaker. But I can only imagine that as their essence joins with Arctis, they are at their weakest, unable to manifest the power of the Ascendant, but losing their tenebrous grasp on humanity. But why? Why this? She looks at the shard, places her hand upon it. I sense him in here. Lucaris lives. Perhaps this was what he had to do.
So he did not ascend.
She shakes her head.
Does that mean that there's no ascendant?
She frowns.
He's still Fulgrug then, yes? Fulgrug is ascended.
He is. Sorry, I hear myself in Akashaba's headphones, I think.
You have a bit of an echo, yeah, somewhere.
Sorry, it's throwing me
Sorry.
off.
Is it me or?
It's you, yeah.
How about now?
Testing. Okay, yeah, I don't hear myself anymore. Okay, sorry, it really fucks me if I can hear myself.
No, you're good. Makes sense.
Okay. Sorry, ask your question again?
So if Fulgrug still ascended, we have ascended, yes? So it's not a problem?
Problem comes from the fact that something, demons, found a way to harness the power of these portals and become a threat to the Ascended. Why go to so much trouble to prevent Lucaris from ascending? And why wear the mask of Forgruk?
If Lucaris ascends, maybe time of light? Maybe these creatures do not wish? Akashba asks, like, just kind of questioning aloud.
She nods. I did not picture for Lucaris's ascension to be agreed upon by all people of Arctis. But the time of ascendancy is a time of change.
Well, and he kind of like points at the crystal. Can we bring Lucaris back from crystal?
Or maybe we can just sort of shove the crystal through the portal and that will do the trick.
But the red thing in there with Lucaris is bad.
But why did its essence look so pretty then?
Luminarian nods. As long as their essences are intertwined, we cannot risk it.
So we need to find a way to get Lucaris essence and put other essence in garbage or fire or bad place.
This would be ideal.
Akashba looks just immediately at Rain. Yeah, you are good with these things. Does it make any clear how we do?
I don't know. Rain rolled a
Yes,
natural
yes,
20
how
on
we
her
do.
Arcana.
But
Rain rolled a natural 20 on our Arcana check studying the crystal to try and glean any insight from it.
okay, you crit. Wow, okay. So essentially, as Lucaris was ascending, he, as Luminaria mentioned, became very weak as he was unable to channel the power of the light, as he was becoming a part of Arctis, a part of the light. And at that weak moment, the demon, also somehow merging his essence with the ascendant, seemingly tried to go along for a ride. But Lucaris, in order to prevent this, and to prevent any sort of demonic infusion into the land of the Ascended, appears to have encased his essence in crystal. And crystal, as you remember, is his dragonkin lineage. And so what you see before you is a bit of a blessing and a bit of a curse. For Lucaris has encapsulated himself in the crystal. The other demonic presence that has now tied itself with him at his weakest point is also a presence in this crystal. And you sense Lucaris in there, and you also sense this demonic presence. And while the two are intertwined, Lucaris will not dare to ascend. So it is a means of self-preservation.
It seems like this is actually Lucaris' doing. Somehow he's kind of fulfilling the role of the Ascended, just not quite the way everybody, expected him to. He's still protecting Arctis in there. I mean, there are spells that manipulate the soul, but they're all very dangerous. Honestly, Akashaba, I think you might have more familiarity with some of them than I do. But, I mean, anything's possible.
So
With a
you
little
are
bit of
saying-
research.
So you're saying we need to find a way to remove bad essence, and so good essence, then Lucaris can ascend, yes.
There are, spells that, raise things back from the dead and pull their souls back. Perhaps do something like that. I'm not sure.
It
Yes.
sounds like necromancy.
Rain chuckles. I mean, you're not exactly wrong. But maybe this is a learning opportunity in disguise, Akashaba.
Akashba just frowns, and you can't tell if it's that necromancy or the idea of learning.
That said, is there an owl around with a toad?
Yeah. Owl with toad.
Owl with toad.
The toad is coming.
Hi. Great. Excellent. So
That is an exceptionally dangerous toad, isn't it? Shouldn't we do something about that
it
immediately?
is exceptionally dangerous. We have a little less than an hour now. Can you fly that thing at all due haste to the nearest volcano and drop it in?
Ooh.
Is there one nearby-ish within an hour?
Ooh, a volcano would be even better.
Remember, a fiend came out of that
Yeah, that's
volcanic-ish
too bad.
thing. Let's
That's
make
bad.
sure it's something that's going to. Oh shit! It's
Well, wait a
probably
minute.
immune to fire.
Yes, exactly.
I don't-
Couldn't
is
we
there
just toss
somewhere?
it back through the portal? That's where it came from.
Well, that portal seems not. That does not seem the portal anymore. See, it's not emanating the weird red rays and everything.
Well, does anyone know how to banish one of these things?
It's not like I say a few words and it go away.
I mean, isn't that exactly what you're supposed to do?
Well, Akashba stops and pauses, he's thinking about it. Maybe it's not. It's bigger than average, corpse you find. Like if it was Frank, yes. That no, probably not.
There's a
maybe there's
spell
a
that
large
would-
pit we can drop it in, and we can just shoot things down at it until it dies.
Lumi, do you know anybody who can banish extraplanar creatures back to where they come from?
She looks at the
That we
frog.
can get here within an hour?
She looks at the frog. And it looks at her. And she looks at him.
Technically speaking, it can attack as a frog.
Just throwing that out there, dude.
It's being grappled right now.
It is. It still has its personality. It has all the mental characteristics and all the physical characteristics of a toad, but it could be a feisty toad.
Yes, I can do this.
Wait, you can do that. Why didn't you do that before then?
He walks back.
Like, doesn't even dignify that with a response.
Who made you commander question?
Forgive me. Luminaria is very exhausted. Must rest. As for the toad, Tico looks down at the toad. Well, we can have her perform a cleansing ritual. An attempt to banish this thing, but she tires. Tico looks at the assembled crowd. Perhaps we can find some help.
Yes, that sounds excellent. I don't know.
Is this one of those like lore things that Akashva can do, but it's like not a skill?
There's literally a spell called Banishment.
Yep, I think
okay,
it's
I
a
just-
fifth
I don't
level
have any
spell, though.
Okay.
I
I
think
bet
it's
if it shot fire, I would know what it was.
yeah. It's
Hey, with some rest, I may be able to do, but I do not think we have it long. Yes.
I have less than an hour on this spell if I maintain concentration. But isn't there was the cleric of the light who maintained the church? What was her name? She helped us with the funeral. Maybe she knows it.
Oh, yeah, you were right. I don't remember her name though.
There's also no, she's the sister, one of the hobgoblin sisters.
There's a bit of a whistle from down below, from near the waterfall, and a blue-skinned, blue-haired woman with icicle horns.
Oh, banishment's just
She-
a fourth level spell. By the
She
way.
Yeah,
looks up
it
and
is.
waves a bit. Hello.
Oh, there she is. Hello.
That's
She
not
does
that's
look-
not Ava, by the way.
Nope, that's
It still stands. Akashima said it. He's
Hello.
waving. He's like, hello.
Yes. Do you have a need for banishment?
Yes, didn't you see it? It was fucking enormous.
Yes, I was too busy being terrified.
Rain just like holds it up like a toddler who just like found a toad and is presenting it to mother, like kind of like slightly grimacing but very
It's a
proud.
toad, yeah.
Like,
Come and banish it now.
yes, this thing. I'm not sure if it's uglier now than it was before, but certainly it needs to go back where it came from. And I don't want to yeet it into this portal because I don't think it's the same place.
The woman looks down at the toad. She points at it.
It has the charisma of a toad now too, if that matters for saving throw purposes.
Hold on, I gotta find the banishment. Banishment.
Like I said, I don't know if it's uglier as a toad than it was as whatever the fuck it was before, but
Charisma saving throw. Please save. Please save. Make save. Hello? Okay, hold on.
I do just perfectly imagine
make
this
the roll,
toad.
but don't actually save, please.
I I picture the toad though as like those videos of like the pissed off toad trying to eat the mealworm and like the bearded dragon keeps beating him to it. He just like turns, he's like, the fuck?
Yeah. Huh?
That's like the whole time he's just
Pretty
like
great,
pissed
actually.
off grumpy toad.
Wait, was it a toad trying to do it? I thought it was like another lizard.
No, it was toad. I mean, there's so many of them, but there's definitely one with a toad. There's one with toads and toads and toads, and they're all fighting over their mealworms and being pissed. It's great. Anyway, it's good quality internet content.
She points down at the toad and says in a low, chanting voice, I banish you to your native plane of existence. Be gone from the face of Arctis. Beep!
Wow.
And the frog completely botches its saving throw and
Nice.
disappears. Very good.
That was fast. Doesn't it usually take some time? You should learn how to do that, Akashima.
Oh, I knew you were going to say this. I knew you would be shitty about it. But I am always learning how to make fire to throw at enemies, and you have to... Yeah, I could maybe have done that too if I slept on it.
But, Akashima, you recognize this woman. She bought you some potions before the hunt.
Oh, okay. It's the old thirsty girl, huh? Good to know. Akashima actually does not remember this. Like, Akashima literally thinks this was the cleric from the funeral. Like,
Oh, God! Flix, you have also met her in the Borealis Tavern. She was sitting there by herself for, early on in your adventure.
Yeah, we chatted for a bit, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
Didn't she introduce you to the Thieves Guild originally, way back when?
She did.
It's good to see you again, Shar. I apologize that it's been absolute months since we last interacted. Thank you so much for getting rid of that horrible demonic whatever it was.
Thank you for, well, bringing it to light, so to speak. I would love to speak with you for a little bit. Can we dispense a little bit with the formalities? And she kind of shrugs her shoulder at like Tico and Luminaria. Can we ditch these guys?
No, they was... I mean, it seems like we could, but maybe they would have helpful insight into problem.
Yes. But she kind of like motions Flix aside a little bit like, come here. And she starts speaking in
Certainly,
undercommon.
I'm going to go speak with Shaw. We'll carry on.
She starts
He,
speaking
sort
in
of hovers
undercommon.
space.
Okay. Well, Flix, as much as I would love to stick around and dawdle along with the royalty, we really need to get them to scoot, because they're going to make us do a lot of legal things, and I would like to do a lot of not legal things in order to solve our very mutual problem. So, convince your friends. She pats you on the butt. Go.
What sort of... What are you talking about? What difference does it make? As long as we solve the problem.
She puts her hand on the crystal and winks. Oh, Lucaris, you're just as handsome as a large Borean shard. She mumbles to it. Go on.
Akashima sees the crystal get picked up, and he like marches over. She did pick up the crystal, right?
You should pick it. No, she can't lift it.
No,
It's huge.
She's
like
a hand on it.
putting a hand
Oh,
on it. Yeah, she's leaning on it.
Okay. Akashima marches over. What were you putting hands? That is ascended Lucaris. You do not want to mess anything up.
Oh, you're right. I put my fingerprints on him. Oh, shoot. She begins to rub the crystal with like a sleeve.
Too soon, Shaw.
I can't mar his beautiful visage now, can we?
There's essences in there. That seems complicated. Maybe a little cavalier attitude.
Oh, yes, maybe we should get him some pillows to make him comfortable.
You are much nicer at funeral. And Akashima stomps off.
Tico looks at you.
So,
Would you like to convene while Luminaria rests and discuss, well, he makes a gesture at the portal, this?
Well, I mean,
What
I
I'm
think
thinking
there's.
is perhaps we should have a conversation later after Luminaria rests. Ultimately, it doesn't seem as though this problem demands an immediate solution, and it seems as though, for the moment, Lucario, whose name I always forget, and so now he's a Pokemon, will be safe for the moment. Yes.
Well, I think it might be good to post guards, but I don't think that needs to be us, just so nobody can abscond with him. And it might be good to get some people who have some idea of how this portal got hijacked, so at least it doesn't happen again. It seems.
Right. Demons and
But
devils
again,
pouring
that
out of the portal seems.
don't think that requires us necessarily. I mean, I will need books for that. Lots and lots of books. Somebody else probably has more expertise, but they'll probably get it wrong anyway.
Yeah.
So right. So we have a little bit of time to ourselves.
Oh, yes,
and
Lou.
also
There,
our,
that's perfect.
Ah!
Perfect.
our rewards. There was supposed to be
skirt,
rewards.
There's like magical.
Flicks wilts. He's like, oh, I was told that
Splash.
there would be a reasonable number of rewards.
Splash. Ah! What
down
a
the
terror!
Show up now after danger over. You are all nearby. You could have helped.
Yes, you have giant rabbit robots.
They're guarding the city.
What do you think was happening here?
But also terrible things, like also
I wanted
being
to see
frightened.
your giant rabbit robots
Wait a
rampage.
minute. You said also terrible things. Did terrible things happen in the city as well?
What? Yes, of course. You think that you were the center of the universe?
Well,
Well,
honestly, Lucaris
actually,
was
yes.
here, and basically all of Borealis had turned out for the ceremony. So yeah, we did kind of think that.
Yes. Well, we
Flix
got
nods enthusiastically along.
the rabbits have been on a bit of a rampage, but yes, the town is fine. Thank you for asking.
Yes, well, everything's sort of fine here now. At least it's not a disaster. You know, a bunch of people didn't get their souls eaten. You're welcome.
He makes a long sigh at you. Well, now we've got a bit of a pickle.
Yes, one for you to figure out, I think, would be great. I'll reconvene with you later. I will need books. Lots of books about portals. Thank you.
Well, wait. Do you have a different pickle in mind than we did? Because as far as we know, that's the only pickle in town. Flick says, gesturing vaguely at the crystal.
Well, that's also a pickle. This is a very, very large pickle. Lou takes off his glasses and gets close to the crystal. Hang on, I do need to fix something with Lou because he apparently doesn't have vision here. There we go, it's driving me nuts. And he walks up to the crystal and he wiggles his glasses on his nose and kind of peers down at it, looks it up and down, takes out some small curious gauge from his pocket and runs it over the crystal. He's making a lot of harumphing noises. It's got a very interesting resonance to it. He stops and folds his glasses back up, puts it in his pocket, looks at everybody staring at him. What?
Well, I presume you're going to say something useful soon. I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Why is it that I'm always the one saying something useful?
Well, aren't you the super genius?
Yes!
With the rampaging rabbit robots?
Yes!
Well,
He's also not like you help here, so maybe you try to be useful, you know?
He looks at the assembled.
are there people still, like, milling around down there? What's going on?
Most of the people seem to be, like, on the ground and, like, shaking their head and recovering. It appears that
So they got, like, knocked out by something?
some of them got, like, feared, with a frightening presence, also had a very large radius.
Gotcha, okay.
Well, I could tell you a little bit more about this crystal if I got this back to my shop. He looks over at the owls. If I got it back to my shop. The owls.
You could
owls
say
look back like-
please.
Yeah, the owls look back like, you got legs?
You got legs, bitch!
rampaging rabbit robots that could easily pick that up and move it?
Yes, it just requires. He starts like plugging in numbers on his little robot spider thing. Yes. I'll bring them
Mostly,
here.
it's like the alliteration, if I'm perfectly honest. I don't care how you move the crystal, as long as it stays intact.
Yes, the owls are not. Oh, sure. I don't think the owls are going to denigrate themselves by being beasts of burden.
Also, that's a really big crystal. Like, the owls are really big, but that's a really big crystal.
Yes, it is perhaps one of the finest, largest borean shards I've ever seen.
It's also Lucaris in there. It's not crystal. It is literally Lucaris and other thing.
Yes.
Are we gonna have a moment to rest after this? Do you think?
Yes, Tico says, why don't we meet you back at the Borean Tavern? The Borealis Tavern. And while Luminaria rests, perhaps I can answer your questions? Or Shar kind of coughs into her hand in Undercommon.
What?
Or you can come with me.
I mean,
Well, I was
we
thinking
could.
that we had some affairs to attend to before we met with you later. Would that be amenable to you, Princess?
It depends on how long she needs to rest, and we must return to the heart of Arctis.
Certainly this evening. Yes, I can help get the shard back to the Artificers Guild at least, and we can take care of some other affairs and meet you back there.
I rather think you should come with me, Rain. I'm sure that Lou has it handled.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought we were all going back.
Very well.
Oh, yes. Okay, sure.
Yeah, like Flicks goes and like makes side eye at Shar.
Very well. I will see you in the evening. And Tico carries, or helps to carry, a very exhausted-looking Luminaria back to the Borean Tavern.
Oh, didn't we bring Eris here? Shouldn't we check and make sure Eris is okay?
Eris is
Eris
here.
was with Shar last I saw him.
Oh,
Yeah, he's down there.
great. I can't see 300 feet away, so.
But
Or whatever it is.
It's not dark.
It is dark.
Oh,
hey,
never
he
mind.
looks
Then, just
he looks
awesome,
up at you.
apparently.
Are you all right?
Oh, not a scratch.
Well, that's very fortunate.
Given that we were fighting some sort of terrible arc demon thing, yes, I would say so.
I'm thankful that Lucaris was there to take the brunt of the hits.
And, also me to prevent you all from having your souls eaten. You're welcome.
Ah, yes.
Yes, I suppose that was a contribution. Well done.
I make giant minotaur spirit.
That was a great contribution as
He
well,
like literally
Akashba.
gestures at the still there giant.
The Minotaur is
he's-
like, huh?
He is very
Moo?
impressive, actually.
Hey, thank you. You do a good job. And Akashba kind of like gently pats in the direction of the minotaur spirit, being unable to actually touch the minotaur spirit.
The way he clotheslined that rock was really neat.
Oh, it felt bad to laugh because serious situation, but you remember that Vrak like comes out of portal and just right into Minotaur face. It's
I
so
thought it
good.
was hilarious.
It's so good.
Okay, but we needed to go somewhere. Yes, maybe.
Oh right. We need to acquire our rewards for one thing, and well, I thought we might benefit from a conversation with Shar, possibly, like sort of questioningly at Shar, and possibly Eris. He says out of the side of his mouth.
Do we think Shatter knows something? I don't. Yeah, Kasper gets in line.
But Char,
I mean, you
Char looks
guys
at all of
can't
you.
ignore Flicks and be like, no, we should go with Luminaria, and then Shar
Trust
can be
me,
frustrated.
I know I
She is
Flex.
currently writing in a small journal.
I think it's an excellent idea to get what we are owed and then to investigate this pickle we find ourselves in. But
So many references to pickles. I'm getting hungry.
I mean, he kind of
We've just had
resembles a
feast.
chromatic pickle, doesn't he? Like,
Right? Lucanus' essence.
is very phallic, frankly.
Why are you being like this? Why are you so thirsty for crystal?
It's an observation, Akashba, and I wasn't the one thirsty for crystal. Lou was the one who was like measuring it and practically salivating over it.
Well, that is paladin hero who saved entire Arctis, and you all keep making jokes about pickles.
He was a fine
Very
young man, and he
disrespectful.
makes a finer borean shard.
Lou, you cannot plug him
This is
into
too
an
soon.
airship.
This was moments ago. He was a good dragonborn.
I mean,
We liked him.
He looks down at
He's-
his little meter, and he's like, I mean, mathematically.
He's still a good dragonborn. Let's not forget that he is in there and he has work still to do when we get him out.
And let's be respectful.
I mean, I'll be as respectful as I was to him in life, because as far as I'm concerned, he's still alive in there for at least a little bit longer until we get him out. And then he's whatever else he becomes.
For just scowls.
Well, where would you like to go to speak in private?
Oh, I don't know,
Question
somewhere
mark?
where we can also maybe acquire our just desserts on the way. Flix has mentioned it more than a few times.
Oh,
Flix wants dessert. Yes, we can get dessert.
Oh, not dessert. We are entitled to certain physical prizes for having won the contest. We still haven't collected them.
Akashima frowns like he's like, oh yeah, contest. It seemed like months ago.
I know, and it was just yesterday. My point is that well, Flix extends his little paws and makes little grasping notions. Trinkets, I want them.
oh, right. You did win the hunt. She kind of drums her fingers on her lips. And you haven't gotten your rewards yet. How strange.
No, we got paid, but
Oh.
that was all.
Well, where would you like to go? We can go anywhere you like.
Well, where were we supposed to go to pick up our cool stuff?
Nobody ever told us.
Yeah,
Eris
nobody really told
he
you.
told us. Eris told us he'd help us out after the ceremony.
Is this just a bait?
No. We were supposed to
There
go
are no
to
rewards?
we were actually supposed to go to the marketplace or something. We
No,
were
they
supposed to.
said that would be the reward is they would purchase something on our behalf or something or acquire something on our behalf.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, but that was really all we got, and I don't even remember who that was from
Well,
now.
look, Eris is one of the organizers. At the very least, we can harass him until we get graspy hands. Trinkets.
Eris, hearing his name, waves. Hello.
I extend graspy hands at Eris and shout,
raging hangover.
Trinkets!
Oh,
Trinkets!
yes, right. I was too busy being hungover and feared by demons. Yes, you are
That was
owed
not very
things.
helpful, by the way. Why are you so hungover? You should drink less.
I should. You are absolutely right. I have a very bad habit of being in the wrong place at the wrong time very consistently in my life.
Honestly, Akoshiba, it was a pretty rough night last night, if we recall correctly. Maybe we let him off the hook for this time.
Kashba thinks that. Oh yeah, because of painful stuff about his story. Yeah, got it.
Also, his friend is now in a
What?
crystal.
You just said his friend is alive.
I said his friend's in a crystal, though. He can be in a crystal and alive. Those two things are not mutually exclusive, in my experience.
Yeah, but why you focused on one at one time and one at another? I'm just saying.
They're both equally true and relevant at different. Anyway, let's go.
Eris gestures. Come along with me. He is going to take you all to the Thieves Guild unless you say otherwise.
Great, because Eris also owes me my box, so I can actually cast my spell I got 2 levels ago.
Yeah, I would say.
Which I assume he is keeping at his Thieves Guild.
I'm assuming none of you have tokens on this scene.
No. I
Good.
see much in shadowy darkness, but
Good,
not,
good. I haven't put your tokens on the scene yet, so hang on. I could see only darkness.
Nice.
I like the mischievous whimsy of this map.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, and it loaded so fast for everybody. Hooray.
Oh.
Is Char with us?
She is.
All right, Char, you wanted to get us away from Luminaria. Why?
She sighs. Well, they tend to be a giant pain in the ass when it comes to, well, my line of work. She taps herself up. Forgive me for everyone that I haven't met yet. My name is Char Iceborne, and I am a bit of a scholar. She smiles. Well, I'm a bit of a fanatic. She leans forward on the table, her hands on it. I study ley lines. And frankly, they're fascinating. She leans back on the stool, realizing it has no back, awkwardly kind of jolts forward. Anyway, I've been watching you all for quite some time, and I've actually been very interested in some of your exploits. And in fact, when I heard that...
Oh, do you want to join up? That's what Rain did.
Oh. Well, I don't really do groups, but stop interrupting me. She slaps her hand on the table. I like to get my nose into places where it doesn't belong. And that means acquiring information with as many means necessary. And I've made lovely friends who've helped me in the acquisition of knowledge on the area. She gestures at Eris. And in fact, Mr. Lunessi and I have entered a bit of a pact with regards to legally acquired knowledge. Eris nods, folds his hands across his chest. He looks a couple shades of green. He's half listening. Anyway, my studies, at least in ley line activity, have brought me to Borealis. And in fact, I was very interested in how they flowed out towards the coast. But in fact, I started to get stronger and stronger readings as you all entered the area. And in fact, when I heard that there was volcanic activity under Borealis, I was elated. She kind of claps her hands together. Those things do all sorts of crazy things to ley lines. And in fact, maybe the reason why we are in this situation today. She folds her arms across her chest and looks very smug with herself.
You cut out there, Christina.
Oh. As she folds her
At the
hands
very end.
across her chest and looks very smug with herself. Oh, are you not full of questions? Go on, ask me.
Have we met before?
Yes, why, in fact, I purchased you some lovely potions for you in the hunt.
Makashba stares for a moment and then, like, clearly does not remember. He goes, "Oh, okay. I remember now."
So you know all.
I was thinking about trinkets. Could you repeat everything that you just said?
Oh, well, I'm not really.
No,
in
you
the
don't.
business
You don't
of
have to respond.
trinkets.
Why not? I like to know things.
We can fill
Eris
you in
is
later,
like,
Flix.
your things are coming. I promise. The mayor is on it.
So you know all about the volcanic activity in the rift, then? Yes.
I do, and in fact, I wasn't sure where exactly it was. Some of my studies brought me to the area, and I was trying to pinpoint the location of this erratic activity. But you all found it before me.
And you're aware that there's several other places exactly like it, where the orcs have performed summoning rituals and infested ley lines with volcanic activity. Yes.
She nods. Yes, unfortunately, so.
And you have a list of locations.
I have a list of erratic ley lines, yes. But
Oh, great. Maybe we can do some cross-referencing of our notes later then.
she nods. Yes, she goes, yes. It's not an exact map, but it should do. She looks a little bit unsure.
Well, we know some fairly precise locations, and I'm sure there are more. We
Oh.
interrogated the decapitated head of a dark shaman thing.
Oh, how grotesque.
Yes, but very helpful.
And what did it tell you?
Oh, the bit about other ley lines and their locations. And a bit about what they were trying to do. Although, frankly, none of that really makes much sense beyond what we kind of saw today.
And what were they trying to do?
Pretty much what you saw today.
Well, at least we think it was them, given that there were demons and the orcs are trying to do demon things. It all rather
Well-
follows, doesn't it?
No. I mean, that was literally what they were trying to do. Whether it was the orcs or somebody else, that was at least literally what the orcs were also trying to do. So, certainly could be multiple different actors.
Well,
I just want to point out that I was right all along, and that they were trying to do something to hijack the ascendancy ceremony. So I was correct. I want that established for the record.
And we did warn
chuckles.
all of the proper authorities that that would be the case. Numerous times.
well, I hope you all feel very good that your ideas were correct. But in
Not
fact,
really, because everything's terrible now.
When she says this, it kind of feels clear we are a group that needs lots of validation. Maybe.
Are we not? I feel like I have a
I
constant
did
need for
not realize
validation.
this until now. We need to do something about this. Sorry, go on.
now here she rolls a bit of parchment on the table, and she begins to like draw lines on it. She draws a vertical line and then like basically an X through it and makes what looks like a 6-pointed star. She's like, well, the ley lines, at the very least, of Arctis run a little bit like this. It's, well, very reminiscent of a snowflake. The main ley lines have 6 main lines that run through Arctis, with all of them converging onto a single point in the middle. She taps it, and this is what is considered the heart of Arctis. And the people like Luminaria and her knight companion live there. Now the ley lines do branch out, and she taps each one of the line protrusions, and each one of these major ley lines all correspond with a singular Arctis region. And in fact, you'll notice that there are 6 Arctis regions and 6 major ley lines, one crossing through each of them. Now, they branch out into thousands of like veins. So it is truly the lifeblood of Arctis. And
Oh, and magic everywhere, yes?
she nods. But she points to one of the lines that she made. Now this is a seer. This is where the volcanic activity started. And she taps one of the lines like very, very far away from it on the south east side. And this is us. We're in Arctis. So how did the volcanic activity all the way from Seer get here to Arctis, and she taps the center, without being noticed by the heart of Arctis first? She taps her finger on her nose. There's now a little bit of ink on her nose. Very curious, because everything passes through the heart of Arctis. Meaning, I believe Luminaria knew about whatever volcanic activity was happening, and also didn't tell the Arctarian region. And now you see why I wanted to speak in private.
So you think that she allowed this to happen?
No,
Some sort of inside job?
she shakes her head. It could mean anything. But I am convinced Luminaria knew that at least some of the ley lines in this area were bad. Going bad. And becoming just... Char seems to struggle for words as the GM struggles for words. They seem to become more... erratic. With volcanic activity, it does terrible things to magic, tears it apart, frankly. So, having something like this cross through Arctis, at the same time the Ascension ceremony is happening, she
Well, I mean, they have to be
ruminates.
linked, but maybe Luminaria thought that the Ascension ceremony would fix it all.
And if that's the case, that is a very critical mistake she made, and a very dangerous one.
Or,
Well, sorry, go ahead, Rain.
I was going to say, or they don't really know what they're doing, and it's been a really long time since anybody's had to worry about these things, and they're in some kind of state of denial.
Wait. How often are the Ascendancy ceremonies? I think that's the one piece of information that I haven't happened across.
Well, previously, they haven't really had any sort of... They don't happen on a set schedule, you see. It just seems like some pop up faster than others. The whole Ascendancy has really been truly a mystery. The only ones who really know what's happening are those that live in the heart of Arctis, and they don't like to tell anybody about their secrets.
Well, we know the last one was Forgruk, right? How long ago was it when he ascended?
Forgruk ascended probably about 400 years ago.
So, short of the fairies in the heart of Arctis, probably not many people alive who could even remember how these things work.
She nods. Most of the younger sort of races see Forgruk as more of a legend of the area. And as stories and time goes on, these things get warped or twisted. And it seems like Forgruk had some fanatics, and even his influence extended to the south. Away from Arctis itself. But, as you saw today, whatever came out of that portal just wore Forgruk's face. Wasn't Forgruk himself. Whatever they did, they actually wanted Forgruk's face to be seen like that. And that's also worrisome.
Well, like I said, I think this all goes back to the orcs, obviously.
Yes, well, thankfully,
They consort with demons, they want Forgruk to be remembered and to keep his position, which they succeeded in doing, by the way.
What did they get out of that? It's just pride, dignity. What did they get?
They get
Well-
no humans in Arctis, for one thing.
yes, one thing that they've very much stuck to over time. They tend to be very xenophobic.
I did not get vibe from Lakaristo that he was going to like throw wide the gates and be like, "Hello, humans, you may come now."
But it's not necessarily the rational thought. It's more of the fear of change.
Oh, so just orcs dumb and do dumb things.
Forgruk,
But
and
we-
especially the region of Arctis, has a lengthy history of being one of the hardest regions to live in. It's mountainous, it's high elevation, one of the coldest regions. And in fact, Forgruk and his Goliath and Orcish parents managed to make things work here with both might and, well, a little bit of organization. But he did live in an age of, well, might makes right.
He's kind of still like that though. Yes, like what have we been doing? And he looks at Flix and Rain like, we go find problem and largely, use might and make right.
Yeah, I mean, I do occasionally try to talk to things, and usually the things that we're trying to talk to try to murder us instead.
In the
Yeah, it's-
in the times of Forgruk, even people like, well, your people, like Ashaba, the bugbears, the hobgoblins would have lived not as well as they do now. They shunned civilization. Forgruk not only wanted the humans out, he didn't care for civilized manners. He was loath for diplomacy, but he did believe in with might makes right.
So
Not everybody
Vorgrok-
believed in that. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, I was just saying. So Vorgrok does not believe in civilization. We still have, little gestures around. Lots of civilization and thieves guilds and all that. What is harm of Vorgrok staying ascended then? Just asking. Obviously, I would prefer Lucaris because, we are very similar, but I am curious. What is harm of Vorgrok remaining ascended?
I
Well, there has
don't-
to be some sort of harm, right? Otherwise, the new ascendants wouldn't be required.
She nods. That's not necessarily a question for me, but possibly more of a question for Luminaria. But one thing I can tell you from a objective point of view, from what history has shown, that every time there's been a new ascendant, there's been some sort of era of change. And it tends to happen very quickly.
So, group afraid of change. Stop change. Okay, well, motivation makes sense, I guess.
But it's not just merely the change of the area or change of thought. Is that these people who knowingly and willingly gave their lives to worship a deity of an era now have that entire building block of faith torn out from under them like a rug. In some cultures, in fact in the Orcish culture, it can be considered insulting.
But their ascendant still persists. Like we know you can, get blessings from some of the other ascended who have come before Forgruk. I mean,
or she knows.
in the hunt we had Canis herself.
It tends to be that
offer us a blessing.
The older ascended, their power tends to wane as they are no longer at the forefront of the minds of mortals.
I guess if you want Forgrok to be worshipped forever, yes, you just keep Forgrok as ascended.
She nods.
He'd get more powerful if he stays around. Perhaps ascends to something closer to godhood.
She kind of bobs her head side to side. We know that some ascendants have had very long reigns, and some of them have very short reigns, and they have varied in their power and influence. But what we know is a lot of their power and fervency comes from the organization and prayer of the people of Arctis. And as legends are gone, and the tales of Forgruk wane, and the minds of the youth are filled with the stories of Lucaris Winterheart, well, he will be the one revered in Arcteris, and Forgruk will be forgotten. But now, perhaps he won't. But either way, she taps the ley line again. I still believe that it was a combination of the volcanic activity, the ley lines, and the orcs had wanted to take advantage of them. A convergence of just the ideal amount of circumstances to get the attention of extraplanar entities.
Well, Krishna, what is her name? I don't remember. She did say she was trying to summon a dark one of some kind, and we know that while she did bring a rather large fiend through, it was not the one she intended to. She was not able to complete the ritual.
And these things, because Arctis is, well, very well protected, not just by the people that live here, but by the Arctis itself, it has been very difficult to have extraplanar entities actually get here. And some of us believe that is in thanks to the Ascended. And in fact, if you merely tried to summon a demon in Arctis, it would just simply not work. Or undead, for that example. But then we have things happening like, well, the volcanic activity, the entire region of Polaris, and, well, and now we have this, she sighs.
Seems like to me that the orcs are less masterminds and more convenient rubes to some other entity who exists beyond Arctis, who's trying to find their way in. That seems to me why they would wear the face of Forgrook, to reassure their loyal followers that they're fulfilling their end of the bargain. But I can't imagine that the orcs had all of this thought out. I mean,
She nods in agreement. Yes, I doubt the orcs had this all thought out as well.
No,
In
but
fact,
the demons that they contacted might have figured it out. Come up with their own
that's-
plan.
she points at
Well, that's what I
Flix.
mean.
Yes, that is where I believe we're at.
And something spoke to us through the portal before it ceased being hijacked.
I think the orcs are just being manipulated. And frankly, they are stupid. She kind of looks around, looks behind her.
I mean, that was generally kind of feeling I have, but it seems like kind of mean thing to say about the entire race. But you know what I've seen aside from one stripper is pretty true.
Well, what I think they don't understand is the greater ramifications of their actions. If they're trying to use the volcanic activity and it's already tainted the ley lines of the area. She sighs.
I mean, that's great and all, but how do we get Lucario out of his crystal? What is his fucking name?
Fucking
Lucaris.
Lucaris.
It's literally
Lucaris.
just Lucaris.
Okay.
Well,
You're so close.
now, that's a bit of a pickle. She...
Oh, can we please stop calling it a pickle? Please.
Lucaris is in that crystal of his own free will, so I believe your problem is... How do you separate someone that has turned into salt from someone who has turned themselves into sugar and put themselves in the same vat and shook it up a little bit?
That's actually not that difficult, I don't think. Not that I know anything about such things, but I imagine that if you put them in some sort of fluid and did things with the fluid, that could do a thing. So are you suggesting that we need to melt down this crystal?
Yes, and let's put it into a pot and give it to the kettle blacks and have them cook up a stew.
No, this was Lucaris. His hero. We do not make him
I was
stew.
joking! Oh, bugbears, he always takes everything so literally.
I mean, there are spells. I mean, they're in their souls. There are spells that can conjure a specific soul or a specific entity, particularly demons.
Yes, and that's what
If we know more
grimaces.
information about them, we can draw the specific demon we want out. But we did not get his name. We need to know more about this creature to have any hope of drawing him particularly separate from the Lucaris. And I assume, based off of Lucaris's reaction to seeing him, that they had some history at some point. And Rain eyes Eris.
Eris
do you-
nods. They do.
Great!
Eris is like, did you have any questions regarding it?
Well, a name would be nice. History
Nice.
would be great.
Yeah, what is nature of relationship? Were they like former best friends? Were they former lovers? Did they have bad falling out? What happened?
No, it's not that. It's what he has his hands on his forehead. He's really struggling. That thing has plagued Lucaris a couple of times in the past. It doesn't seem to have a name. It appears to be some sort of demonic serving dragonkin of sorts, and it keeps saying something zealous about what is it? Sort of dragon. Tiamat?
That
Never
ring
heard of
any
it.
bells.
He's like, I don't know much about Dragonborn.
Can I do an Arcana check or something?
Yeah, you can. I
yeah,
said
like a
all
religion check
you can
too,
do religion or Arcana, whatever's
Okay.
higher.
I'll do religion. Yeah. So like one of the things that was in the backstory for Akashaba is that like the Minotaur that like raised him like often told him stories. So I was gonna like kind of play on that.
Yeah,
If that's something
absolutely.
the Minotaur would know. Okay.
Okay, so for Akashaba, All you've really heard of Tiamat is that it is a foreign god. So it is not from Arctis, and it is like an evil god of dragons. Very terrifying, very scary. For Flix, you know a little bit more about Tiamat, and but it is definitely seen as more of an evil god of dragons. And it is not revered in Arctis for any reason. Yeah, let's... Your roll is not high enough to garner any other information about that. Now, Rain, with a 25 in Arcana. Tiamat also tends to be very greedy when it comes to both dragons and dragonkin. And if there are dragons or dragonkin that have fallen out of her favor, or perhaps, I don't know, converting to another religion and giving up your essence to a god that isn't you, may piss you off a little bit. Tiamat would be that sort of vengeful sort of being. But as you are aware, Tiamat is a very evil god and should have nothing to do with Lucaris.
Should have nothing to do with who?
Lucaris, like just in general. Lucaris is a crystal dragonborn and is not an evil dragon.
But perhaps his family line or his draconic ancestor offended Tiamat in some way. Gods and goddesses have long memories and so forth.
Well, do crystal dragons get along with the evil dragons, or are they adversaries? Surely a dragonborn ascending to some heights of, well, near godhood is some challenge to her, even if it's in a foreign land.
Actually, Lucaris has had multiple run-ins with some of the white dragons of the area, of this area, in fact. At least two
He was
of
a
them.
paladin,
that I
was he
remember.
not?
He nods,
A
he
holy
is.
warrior?
Yes.
So he very likely opposed Tiamat's cult if it existed here.
He never spoke of Tiamat, though. Perhaps
Well,
that's something that he kept from even me. But it is, well, the white dragons of the area are not particularly friendly and stick to the mountains and the mountainous and the cold regions. And that is where also
Are you suggesting that we need to go interrogate a dragon?
Eris shrugs. I've heard less crazy ideas.
Oh, like what?
But, well, there are also...
Game 7.
There are also crystal dragonborn, or dragons, that also live in the spires of Arctis. And they do contend with the white dragons for territory in the area. And in fact, Lucaris had met one of these dragons. They don't get along with the white dragons. The crystal dragons are relatively kind and full of whimsy.
So, I think if we're going to have any hope of drawing this thing out of Lucaris's crystal, we probably need to start, well, spending some time investigating Lucaris's past. Lucaris himself. We need more information about this entity, at the very least a name. The fact that it's some mysterious creature. I mean, that's how most of this magic works. The more you know about the thing, the more power you can have over it.
Eris and Shar both nodding in agreement. Well,
Stations, I feel like, usually end with us being sent to murder something, but now we are going to investigate. This is a nice change of pace.
Well, I mean, investigation usually involves murder, frankly. I mean,
What kind of
if we have to...
investigation you do? You like look for clues and you turn over rocks and leaves and you talk to, crowd, not usually murder.
I mean, remember the time that we were supposed to go investigate, that Revenant activity, and it led pretty directly to murder.
It's Revenant activity, or Revenant is in the title.
Revenants
Anyway.
do lead to murder more often than not.
I see. He like gestures like, yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we go talk to dragons. Dragons tell us more about a red demon thing that is currently a crowding crystal, and then that help us somehow. Yes.
Eris, are there dragons here in Arctis, the region that we're in, or are they somewhere else?
There are dragons in Arctis, but you'll find them in the highest mountain peaks.
Well,
It's a death wish to try and go there on foot.
well. I mean, that's as good a place as any. I mean, we can't really act on most of your stuff until our airship is complete, since it'll be a lot of going to what is that place? Your home,
He frowns.
Oh,
Polaris.
on Dead City.
Polaris. Yes.
Eh,
So this seems like a good thing to do in the meantime, at least while you're still researching leads on that business.
we could fly over on Owl.
Actually, I could also fly us there. I mean, Flix is small. I can carry you, Akoshiba. So you know how I turned the big scary thing into the tiny scary grumpy toad?
Nah, it's pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah, I can do the opposite of that. I can make myself into something, or you, Akoshiba, into a giant owl. Actually,
Let's keep that to you, huh?
Or-
Shar kind of leans forward. I, too, am trained very well in the arcane arts, and let me tell you, one time I took the form of an owl to try and brave some of these arctic winds that plague the area, and I got tossed around like a rag doll. So if you think you can just merely fly up there while polymorphed, you're going to have a very bad time. Char shudders.
What if polymorph into like really strong owl?
You're probably going to need to find something that's native to Arctis that knows how to traverse these Arctic winds.
Kashima frowns at Shar. Let the record say that.
But you can always try to be a bird and fly up to a dragon peak unmolested and not be knocked off or knocked down or depolymorphed falling to your deaths on the rocky cliffs below. I'd rather not see that.
I mean, I could honestly just.
Well,
fly
you would
around
be
myself.
fine, and then be tossed around like a rag doll, and then possibly tossed against the sharp, jagged edges of the mountain, tenderized before you're consumed by the white dragon.
Flixie
well,
Rich stuff,
anyway,
like, really
there are plenty of methods for solving this. Polymorph is merely one of them, and a giant owl is one of the many short forms anybody can take. Anyway, I don't think we're hindered by your wealth of creativity, Shar, unless you have any great ideas.
But you're the one with the great idea of talking to a dragon. She just looks at her
I don't
nails.
think we had a great idea to do that. I think I was actually expressing incredulity that would be a suggested course of action at all.
Well, are there also dragonborn? I mean,
I'd
surely.
be more willing to speak with the Dragonborn. I'm not, unless I'm going into a conversation with the dragon, knowing whether or not I'm going to try to kill it. I'd rather not.
What about one of the crystalline dragons? I mean, they're not necessarily out to murder us from the start, and maybe Lucaris's plight might have some meaning to them, and they might be willing to help. Before we we go and hunt down a dragon who will certainly want to eat us.
This does
Well-
rather distract us from our Polaran ambitions, does it not?
Well, that's what I was just saying. We can't really act much on that until either Eris gets a lead of some local activity or we get our airship, right?
True.
So we have some time on that front.
All right, fine. We'll speak to
Eris
dragon
kind of
dwarves
lifts
or
a
crystal
finger.
dragons or what have you.
There is also the matter of the Baron's hidey hole that you discovered. And there's most certainly something there. Unless you give him enough time to pack everything up quickly, then there might not be anything there left.
It's already
Oh,
been
you-
several days. You don't think that was enough time? Sorry, go ahead, Hooray.
I mean, it was only a couple days, but I thought you said he was surely had already vacated. Would he have left some things
he
behind?
himself is most surely not there anymore.
Oh. Well, then, yes, I think that's a great first step. I mean,
Do you think
Can
this
we-
demon thing could be linked to his activities?
Bashar just is like drumming her fingers on her lips. I don't believe in coincidences.
I mean, we could
This
also.
make for a very confusing life for you.
Eris, do you have any idea even where any dragons are, or who might know where some dragons are? Is there somebody that we could set to uncovering at least a lead of where we might head while we go investigate the Baron's abode? Former abode?
Dragons.
Summer home?
Suddenly, very suddenly, Eris stands up out of his seat. Hold on a minute. Wait, hold. He goes behind the cart here and vomits.
Did you pull a muscle?
Ah!
Oh dear.
Hold on. Oh, I got up too fast. By the gods.
That was very dramatic. I'm not sure he's okay.
I don't think Eris has ever been okay.
This is also
Were you
really a
poisoned,
teachable moment.
Eris?
What? No.
Sorry,
why would I-
what did you say, Akashaba?
Oh no, this is just good teachable moment. This is how people learn. He will not drink again, at least this weekend.
At least this weekend.
That's the most accurate thing I think I've ever heard from you, Akashaba.
He does not seem like a man who would give up drinking, but
Ah.
maybe for like a few hours.
He has way too much baggage for that, I think.
Nah.
The door slams open again. Eris is there. Ah. I bring you the only thing older than a dragon. Eh?
Is
He-
it?
He gestures to the meat lady.
Oh,
What? Meat
What?
lady.
Huh?
is she a dragon?
What? No. No.
Honestly, her love of meat
No,
would
Goliath.
feel
You know what
pretty
Goliath is?
accurate.
We fought them. You know what they are.
She could be a dragon in disguise. Who knows?
He
Eris
helps,
could be a dragon for all we know.
He helps her
Eris, are
to
you
her
a
seat.
dragon?
What? No. Oh, I'm just dragging my knuckles on the ground today. He kneels down next to the old lady and takes a hand. Does anybody speak Goliath?
Negative goes. Right
Nope.
Okay. He begins.
Are we, please, yes. I'm so here for this.
Ah. Yeah. This happens for a little bit, and then Eris nods, and she says that in some of the old Goliath tales that there are two dragons at least close by that are in Goliath and Orc territory. One, the white dragon, tending to gravitate more towards the Orc territory. The other, the crystal dragon, nestled more near the Goliath territory. Hold on, I have a cat on my table.
I'm sorry. I'll be careful about walking around on your table.
Damn
in
it,
the future.
Flicks!
I
These
wasn't sorry.
Oh. That's just proof you're a
These
cat.
two dragons have been vying for territory and have been the discussion from quite a few Goliath tales and their wars and battles. In fact, carving out. Carving out entire cliffs and mountains with their battling.
That seems surpassingly safe. What do we know about the temperament of these combatants?
The white one is murderous. Bloodthirsty? Yes, loves sacrifices. A mindless beast. Okay. Yes, those are all very terrible words. The crystal dragon. Capricious. Yes, fickle. Curious. Talks a lot. Subject of stories.
Oh, we should get along famously then.
We'll probably ask you for either a favor or some sort of puzzle or trinket. Yes, well, okay, without being completely regaled by Goliath fairy tales, at least one is a bit more friendly than the other scaring children, and the other being the reward giver. I don't know if this is anything more than a fairy tale, but he looks at the Goliath woman. I've not known her to speak a lie or a falsehood.
Do we have a name and a location for, I guess, the talkative, quizzical one?
He busts out a map. She turns over the map and kind of makes a few notes. Eris frowns. Yes, as I thought, they are not close. They are... They're in a mountainous spire of peaks. At least the crystal one has taken his... that's unfortunate. Well, he appears to be close to the Bladed Peak, which is one of the taller peaks in Arctis. Yes, at the top, you say. Well, that's delightful. Yes, well, as we thought, the crystal dragon has taken over what appears to be one of Arctis's tallest peaks. And if you wish to know where the white dragon is, he grimaces and looks at the Goliath woman. But you don't want that, do you?
I mean,
Well,
more
I just want to know
information
where it is. What if we
good
decide
information.
to slay the white dragon and bring its head to the crystal dragon as a gift?
The white dragon seems to have taken up a more ceremonial... He frowns as the Goliath woman is speaking to him. The dragon has taken up a ceremonial and ritualistic spot near Gale Cutter's End. He looks at the assembled. When Forgruk and Kyo had a battle here, Forgruk's... It is rumored that Forgruk's axe struck the ground so hard it split the ground in twain, and thus creating Rimia. At one of the cliffs that currently exist that plunge into the ocean, the white dragon has taken up a residence near there. That is an unfortunate place to be.
What makes it unfortunate?
There's a lot of destruction there. The battle between Forgruk and Kyo did end up rending a large portion of land free from Arctis, and it now floats within the windy region of Rimia. But that location not only combines some of the terrifying, dizzying heights of Arctis mountains, but the Rimian winds. I can't imagine even an owl native to Arctis being able to fly there.
So it would be quite a trek, is what you're telling me.
I would only consider a dragon to be able to traverse there safely.
Or an airship equipped for the Rimian winds.
That is something of equal power. Thank you. He, like, smooches her very lightly on the hands.
Well, there's at least a lead.
Well, if you take Goliath children's tales seriously, but yes, it's possibly the best we could do.
I mean, it's better than wandering the peaks aimlessly.
You know, dragons also do love to live near ley lines. I wouldn't be surprised. Shar taps her finger on her chin. I'll have to do a little bit more research. But I have a feeling.
That reminds me, we've gone rather far afield with all this conversation about interrogating dragons and other insanity.
Yes.
Is there anything that, when we do meet with Luminaria, that we might ask her about in relation to all of this? You said that those people that live at the heart of Arctis tend to keep to themselves. Well, surely there's something that they know that would be useful to us.
Well, of course, they're going to know probably everything, but they're not going to tell you how the sausage is made. Just be proper. They're very formal. They don't like rudeness. They're just weird. In fact, they almost feel like they're, well, no, never mind.
Better than everybody else?
Even more disconnected than the Fae. She looks at Flix. No harm meant. They're just very 1 foot in this world and 1 foot in the other.
Oh, no, I'm highly distractible. It's completely understandable. A fair characterization, I'd say.
And plus,
She was very helpful during that fight, though, I must say.
Yes.
I can't imagine that this is the intent she had, if she had any intention whatsoever. I mean, she seemed pretty startled and pretty put out by the outcome.
Yes, but what she is a speaker, and she does have certain abilities, but they've all been very tight-lipped. And in fact, seeing them in person was a treat. But you asked me about asking them questions. I would keep it short, I would keep it very proper, and they're probably not going to give you any sort of straight answer. But here I am, I'm just giving you rumors and hearsay.
I'm so glad that everybody is so eager to, right the wrongs of this place. And yeah.
I think she just doesn't want to let anybody know how these things work, both for the protection of Arctis and, well, for her to do whatever she does. Live in a giant palace at the center of Arctis.
I mean, I have to imagine that some sacrifices are made there as well.
Well, yes, whatever sacrifices the rich people will do. Yes.
Is that the only thing that you have against her? That she's rich?
She frowns, crosses her hands. Or crosses her, hands over her chest.
Suspicious of her. Actually, insight.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anybody else want to roll insight?
Nah.
Okay.
Straight up, nope.
17. Shar definitely seems very interested in Luminaria and the center of Arctis. It seems like there's a lot of mystery surrounding, like, what the fuck do they do in the center of Arctis? But if Shar is correct about if she is a studier of ley lines and she's been following this activity, and if all ley lines do cross through the center of Arctis, there may be some sort of credence to what she says. But perhaps she's just a little bit misguided. However, she resents the fact that she just doesn't know. And frankly, she wants to know. What do you guys do? Well, you all seem to have a lot of potential leads. And in fact, I think I've just given you another problem on top of... She gestures to Eris. Eris's problem. Eris frowns.
Hey, Christina, out of character, Shar was not the cleric at the funeral, correct?
No.
Okay.
No, that is
It's
Ava.
been a while,
That's
and they
Ava.
look kind of similar. Oh, right. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
She's not even a cleric.
Char appears
Yeah.
to be a tiefling, and Ava is a hobgoblin.
Yeah, my meme is taken on life. Excellent.
Perfect. I mean, you saw my reaction when you were like, "So she was not cleric at funeral?" And Flix like shakes his head, nods his head, shakes his head again, looks confused.
That's a good Akashba accent. Well done.
Thanks.
Well, I'm sure you have a large, a very boring meeting to have with Luminaria. Don't let me keep you.
Well, I hope it will be enlightening. Thank you for everything, as always, Eris.
Eris groans. Please bring me coffee when you come back.
Well, I mean, we're waiting for the mayor, right? Is that still a thing that's happening?
Right. Yes. He brings out his pocket watch, looks at it.
Graspy hands. Trinkets.
Yes. And in fact, we'll end the session there for today.
Damn.
Savage.
So, how I want for you guys to handle this is, I want you to send me a short list. It could be 3 items that you would like, given what you know, going into potential troubles ahead. So, they cannot be +3 items. They cannot be legendary items. They cannot be epic items. They can be blue items or below.
So rare, but not very rare.
Yes. And you can give me a top 3. And then I will bequeath you one of the 3. That's not a guarantee. If they all suck, I will say no.
I love
Where
getting.
on the rarity chart is like a Game Boy Advance.
Gold
need-
and common.
You need to get yourself some armor, son. We need to get you some armor made before we leave here.
Absolutely not. I won't do it. I refuse.
We're gonna stick you in plate, and you're gonna take the movement penalty in the whole 9 yards.
I think we can get away with like mithril half plate. Hey, mithril half plate would be fine.
Just in case we get a giant.
No,
crystal.
he's got a negative dex modifier. The only way to save him from himself is full plate, and we're gonna can him in.
Oh my god.
So what I would suggest is you guys kind of talk about like where your weakest spot is right now and discuss it amongst yourselves and then figure out kind of your slots of items before next session.
Okay.
And then
Sounds good.
And then
But yeah, mithril full plate, I think, would be the answer.
Oh my god.
Put
Better
that at the top.
D&D players take the wheel.
We just don't want you to die.
I know. I feel like now I'm almost upset at myself about the armor thing because I'm definitely not getting a Game Boy now.
my Game Boy
I mean,
Advance!
we have gold too. We can have armor like commissioned.
True.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like if you
could just-
get whatever you want with the
Yeah.
like magic grant.
Maybe the armor is like the magic grant, and then like we just go to the ye old GameStop or something. I don't know.
I'm sure we can find an armorer who can make something passable for our needs.
Yield GameStop.
Yes.
I'm gonna trade in my Sunforger mace for a copy of Madden.
No!
Oh, worst trade in history.
I got Madden!
Nice.
Sounds like exactly what a 12-year-old would do at a GameStop, though.
I mean, Akashima's not really much older mentally. I think we can all agree on that.
I have this foil Charizard. Can I trade it for the Pikachu though? I love Pikachu.
Oh my god. So you guys have a few options going into next session, and I kind of please give me an idea of like what you would like to do. You guys have investigate Baron Styx's hideout before he clears it out.
Yeah.
You have the option to talk to Princess Luminaria about the Heart of Arctis. You have the option of talking to the Christineer, Lou Nibblesworth, about my best friend is a crystal and how to deal with it. And then you have the option of finding the dragons of the peaks of Arctis, including the crystal dragon on the bladed spire, or the white dragon that has made their lair near Galecutter's End. So, I
I
believe...
really want a Captain America gif of, so your friend got turned into a crystal.
Yeah, so your friend is a crystal now, eh? So what do you guys think you're going to do next session?
Fight the Baron!
Fight the
I
Baron!
definitely think we talk to Luminaria first, because Rain's gonna need to rest if we're gonna go after the Baron's place.
Yeah, we are all gonna need at least a short rest.
Rest,
And then-
not to Luminaria, Jesus.
I mean, we should go talk to her and then have a long rest and then go do the thing. It's like
Yeah.
10 a.m. right now, Akashaba.
Yeah, I honestly thought we were gonna have those conversations and then
fine. Well,
immediately
yeah,
get whatever
fine.
rest Rain
Uh-huh.
needs, and then we were gonna go check out the hideout.
Yeah.
Oh,
we can go
Rain
talk-
also, like, turns to Eris. Also,
Yeah?
I need my puzzle box.
Oh, yes. Actually, I did promise you that. You will get your puzzle box when
Perfect.
you get your loot.
on the
Wait,
first Lamont.
Puzzle box. What are you talking about?
I need a thing. I need a container, a small tiny container worth 400 gold pieces, at least 400 gold pieces, an ornate stone and metal lockbox worth at least 400 gold pieces to do my construct.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so are we good with we talk to Lumi and then we move on to fight undead things?
Yeah, I would also like to briefly shop for some spells before we also depart. So, but I can do that pretty quickly. I have a shopping list. That
you-
Part
I've-
of your request.
Yeah, you can
No,
also do that.
I'm gonna go spend money on that.
You can do it between sessions if you send me the list of what you'd like.
Great, I will do that.
And just make sure you have enough money and that you do your bank accounting.
Yeah, it's pretty minor. Like, it's a lot of low level spells, but I think they're pretty important utility
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, sounds
Solid.
good. All right, guys, I will let you go for this evening. Thank you for joining me, and we will pick it up
Oh, it's good to be back. Yay.
Yes.
I love you guys.
Yay!
with
Nice, y'all. Thanks for the game,
Everyone,
Christina.
Undead Smashing, and then if you want to do a bonus session, let me
Yay!
know. Let me know. Bye. Thank you.
Good night, friends.
Bye.
All right. That's it. That's it. That's it for Arctis today. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Maybe bonus session. But otherwise, Arctis, Wednesday, 6 o'clock Pacific. But murder! Yeah, we need to murder. They need to murder. And I think they're gonna murder some undead come next week. Can't wait. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.